Omaha.
Woo!
Green 18.
Hit!
Hot route. I don't know
Hit.
what that means. Will you just go stand on the other side of the ball?
Okay, don't yell at me.
What's
Kyle,
up, buddy?
what's up, man? What is up?
Super excited for this game. I like the Jags. I've been to more Jags games than any other team. They're not my favorite team by any stretch, but this is not the same old Jags. This is a new Jaguars team playing inspired. A lot of people expected a huge leap in year 2, including me. And there's a lot, week to week, the NFL is so challenging. And you look at these games and you're like, fuck. You're like, this is a tough week to, gamble. And then you go to the next week and you're like, this is a tough week. And then you go to the next week. It's a very, very tough league, but you can't predict Jacksonville to do the things we predicted them to do without winning these type of games, right? You got to win this game. This isn't Buffalo or Kansas City. This is a Saints team not playing very well. They do have a great defense, but you have to be able to overcome that, in my opinion. I'm picking the Jags. I don't know where you're leaning with this one, but the Jags are underdogs.
Yeah.
And that is seriously something that is blowing my mind.
Yeah,
Why?
I also took the Jags, and I'm also just as surprised as you are about them being the underdogs. You would think, I mean, what are they? Are they the Jags are 4-2, I believe.
Yeah,
and the Saints are 3-3. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It just seems also that the Jags won 3 in a row, have won 3 in a row now, and they come against the Saints team that is like win, loss, win, loss. I don't know. I'm taking the Jags for sure. Their defense has stepped up as well as their offense. And Trevor Lawrence is looking like the guy right now. So they just kicked it off, and Trevor Lawrence and that offense is coming out.
All right. I guess I was a little bit behind you somehow.
Are you able to fast forward, or do you need me to stop?
Yeah. I just had to fast forward really quick.
Sweet. He's coming up to, he's in shotgun. As the first quarter is kicking off here, we got Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun, running back to his right, motioning left, going to fake the handoff there, take the handoff to Etienne for no gain.
Oof.
He got swallowed up there by number 6 there.
Yeah,
swallowed.
It's only letting me catch up 10 seconds at a time, but I'm almost there.
Oh, man.
All right.
Let me know when you're there. It's 2nd and 10 right now, and they're in the huddle.
Yep, I'm there, showing Press Taylor.
Yep, there we go. Hey, we're here, baby. We're here. We're ready. Love it. We got Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun here. Travis Etienne to his right side. 2 receivers to each side of him. Takes the snap, looking to pass, looking left, throwing left.
Wow,
great
nice
catch. Oh, is that Ridley?
That's Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram. Ridley's 0. And
okay.
I thought Evan Ingram, I love him in this specific type of a game against this defense. He's going to need to be one of the standout players today, and I think he will. Great start.
Love it. Great pass. And he is someone who I think is like kind of disappointed in past seasons, big bodied tight end, and really kind of just as disappointed on the offensive end. Anyway, 1st and 10 here. Fake the handoff to Trevor Lawrence, passing it to Etienne on the screen. Etienne's going to take the blocks.
Yes, let's go.
Run. They get all the way into Saints territory at about the 39-yard line. Great run. Great run.
I got Travis Etienne, 25 yards receiving in both halves, $3, wins 456.
How much? What does he need to do?
25 yards receiving in both halves. So here's 25 right there.
Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 25 more next half and we're good.
Also, the Jags winning. And the overhitting. This was only a 40 points over-under.
Oh, wow. And there's Etienne on the carry for about 4 yards, setting up a 2nd down.
And you might be thinking, well, that's because the Saints defense is really good. You're half right. Jacksonville's defense is really good. They've only given up more than 20 points twice this whole season. So you could think, we're going to get some kind of defensive match. But a lot of times opposites attract You know what I mean? And you get the opposite. Like look at Cowboys Chargers, a low scoring game, right?
Yeah. And here we go. 2nd and 6. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Looking deep. He's going to take it himself up the middle. He takes it for a first down.
I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 on that slide.
I think I'm gonna have to agree. I think I might have to go to a 6 because it looked like he
didn't know, like he was like reminding himself how to do it.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, slide. I'm gonna go 6 and 10 there.
All right, fair. like seeing the Nike Pro underwear. I'm a big Nike Pro guy. You know, that's a lot of people say, how come these players aren't wearing cups? These Nike Pros are built different now. They come with cups in them. You know, a lot of them.
And is that why you're a big fan?
No, not really. It's just something. It was my way of saying I wasn't staring at Trevor Lawrence's underwear when I was staring at Trevor Lawrence's underwear.
I love it.
Yeah, dude. So that's what we're rooting for. Do you think Alvin Kamara, who's been kind of MIA for around 18 months at this point, do you think like he could get, because I think the Saints really need to lean on him and they're not doing that.
I'm not sure what the issue is there too, because I've not heard a lot of Alvin Kamara from the Saints either. I think they're leaning a lot on Carr, and I mean they have weapons there as receivers, but they're just, I don't know, man. As Trevor Lawrence incomplete to passer to Evan Ingram. I don't know if they're just trying to make it where it's like a pass-heavy offense. I mean, you saw Carr threw for 50 attempts last week and had like 350-plus yards, all career highs, as I saw earlier. So I don't know if they're trying to make this a pass-first offense or what, but Kamara is a playmaker, and they should use him.
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk more about that when the Saints offense comes out. Here we go. Red zone for Trevor Lawrence, 2nd and 10.
Yep. At the 26, taking the snap. Quick pass to Evan Ingram he gets 2 yards on that one. Man, credit to him for making something out of nothing there.
Yeah, and Jacksonville's offense coming out, I think they're entering that part of the season where they're really going to start rolling. You saw them put up 40 points against the Colts.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought that might be a close divisional, defensive battle. No, this Jacksonville team, to me, I learned more about the Colts game than I think the public did, because Jacksonville, underdogs in this scenario is crazy to me.
Here we go. 3rd and 7 for the Jags in the shotgun. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne to his left, got 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes a snap, looking to pass, going quick pass.
There you go. Isn't it great?
Down. And he's in the red zone, baby. Jags are in the red zone.
Jags are in the red zone. Isn't it great seeing just competent quarterback play? Isn't it just so nice?
It is. It is. And I got to see it. Man. I got to see it for 2 weeks out of this season. So, man, that was really nice. That was very exciting as a Bears fan. But
just watch. I know we don't get it a lot, but like when you watch a game and you see a quarterback go through his progressions and make a good 3rd down conversion, you're just like, what? Yep. That didn't look so hard.
Oh, quick little toss to the front there.
Oh, Doug Peterson getting tricky. Oh, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Inside the point of no return.
Travis Etienne, anytime touchdown. This is it right here.
Oh, really?
Let's get it out of the way on the first fucking drive.
Kyle needs it. Let's go. Look at that. That was a beautiful little toss.
Yeah. Yeah, that
tripped them up.
A good play, dude. They got the Saints on their toes here. We have seen games where 2 teams score right away in their first drives, and then it goes stale. Last week, Dallas.
Yep.
Or just the other day.
Etienne. Touchdown, baby! Touchdown! Kyle wins his bet. Travis Etienne is in the end zone. The Jags are up 6-0.
Let's go. Absolutely. Man, I love that. I fucking love that.
And we will update the ticker at the end of this PAT. See if it goes through. Oh, yeah, he was very much clearly through. So the review should take literally 0.5 seconds. And it does. And here's the kick. Snap, hold, kick is good. Jags up 7-0 on the Saints. They're about to kick off. There's about 9:44 left on in the first quarter. Kyle, what are you expecting from this Saints offense, if anything? If anything.
I think that they're going to have to get back to using Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to find a way to get him involved in this game. And look, I know in the past I don't know if they wanted to lean into Derek Carr and Chris Olave. I do have Olave in my fantasy football. Ton of emotional reasons to watch this game.
Yeah.
But I think they need to kind of get back to being a run-first football team with Alvin Kamara being the star. Now, is he still a star? It's getting kind of hard to tell. We have similar players like this, a larger sample size of Michael Thomas doing this in New Orleans, where it's like they paid him all that money and then all of a sudden the players don't show up. And we talk about, players deserving to be paid, but I don't think we talk enough about a lot of players disappearing after getting paid. Julius Thomas, Jacksonville's tight end that they took after Denver won Super Bowl 50, all-pro tight end, disappeared from football altogether. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a real thing. And if that's what people want to do, that's what people want to do. But you got to understand the business side of it. You're trying to get a long-term investment, that's going to win you football games and help with sales and tickets. And the Superdome is always going to be a place that is competitive as long as Mickey Loomis is running things as the GM. But with Derek Carr coming over, I think a lot of people thought this is just going to be an easy NFC South march our way into.
Yep.
I didn't see it like that. Not just because I'm not like sold on Derek Carr, but I've seen Derek Carr for the last 8 years of my life twice a year. I know who he is. To me, he wasn't this like insane upgrade. And I think sometimes when a player goes to a different team, we expect maybe that player to go crazy because he's trying to prove something or whatever the case is. But that's not always the case. Players are always trying their best. You know what I mean? They're always doing everything they can. So I think the Saints just have to put together a full game defensively. They've been great. Right? They're doing great things defensively right there. You just saw Jacksonville drive down and score no problem, but they're going to need to play their most complete football game, and Alvin Kamara is going to need to be a factor.
Yeah, and I will be one of those. Well, I was one of those guys that really thought, hey, the Saints got Derek Carr. They're going to win the division. In a division where three of the other teams are like, on the rebuild, so the Saints look like the more complete team, especially with Derek Carr at quarterback. I was definitely one of those. I didn't expect Atlanta to be as competitive as they are, or even Tampa to be as good as they are. Right.
Really?
So I did not really expect that with Baker Mayfield or the other guy that was supposed to be a quarterback there in Tampa. I thought, okay, Tampa, they've got a good defense, but the offense is just, it's not even there, right? That's
not there.
My thinking. But Baker came in and he's doing well so far. And we got 1st and 10 here for the Saints. Derek Carr in the shotgun at their own 25. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Quick little drop off.
Oh my God.
Drops it. Ugh.
That's what we're talking about, man. Come on. You got to catch that ball.
Yeah.
You got to come out here and respond.
I don't know if he just felt someone behind him and maybe that was it and he just dropped it or what, but that was bad.
That's just an old school drop. They'll go right back to him.
Drop.
They should.
2nd and 10 here. Under centers, Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Takes the snap. Bam. There's Alvin Kamara right there.
Wow.
And there we go. He made it 5 yards.
That's what I'm saying. He's so talented. Like he's one of those backs that you have to give at least 20 carries per game. No excuses. It's early enough in the game where the running, you don't have to abandon anything. They gotta make sure that they make Kamara a big part of here.
For sure. Here's a 3rd and 4 here for the Saints. Derek Carr in the shotgun. Motions a receiver on his right side. Has one to his left. Takes the snap. Alvin Kamara goes out. He's looking to pass right. Alvin Kamara, first down, baby. And he got immediately hit. Didn't let go of that ball and got the first down.
That was awesome. What's really funny is the Travis Etienne 25 yards receiving in each half was this ridiculous payout. But Alvin Kamara 30 yards receiving, which is 5 yards more in each half, was only $100 as a payout versus 500.
Oh,
So I guess
we
ETN
could,
doesn't receive as much as
we
Derek
got
Carr.
some trickery. Derek Carr out at wide. We got Taysom Hill taking the snap. He's gonna hold it. He's gonna go out himself, take the run for about 7 yards. There we go. That's the Saints offense with Taysom Hill that we love to see.
Dude, you know Sean Payton's watching this game right now, sitting back and just rubbing one out. I don't know. That's my guy. That's my guy. Taysom Hill, he had a man crush on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he checks his phone and it's Jerry Judy's face calling. And he's just like, fuck. Man,
No,
life was good.
It's Russ. Well, it's Russ with a FaceTime talking about the armband. Here we go. 2nd and 4. Under center is Carr. Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Gonna take the snap. Fake the handoff. Looking to pass. Running right. Oh, he faked the pass and he's gonna run. He's gonna get a first down.
Oh!
Nice. He did a little stutter step. You saw that shit?
When the dad plays flag football and he still got it a little bit.
Yeah. Man.
Oh God, that was hilarious. I want to see if Michael Thomas gets involved too. Because he's still on this team, and once in a while I'll be watching highlights and I'll see him make a play, and I'm like, maybe one of these games he's just it'll be like, whoa, he's still that guy. You know what I mean?
1st and 10 here in Jags territory. Saints under center is Derek Carr. Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Going to take the snap. Toss to Kamara. Oh, he tries to move left. He tried to cut left, but he got a yard out of that, if anything.
At least he's all right. That's one of those plays where a player goes down non-contact. You just want to see him pop up.
There's Drew Brees with his son, I'm assuming.
It's his wife.
That's not his wife. Get the fuck out of here. You're talking about Michael Thomas, and you're just like, wow, yeah, he's still effective. Dude, Julio Jones is back in the league. You saw that? The Eagles.
I did. Yeah, the Eagles.
2nd and 11, Carr to pass. Quick little one out to Olave.
Let's
for
go.
a first down. Olave, playmaker, baby.
Almost broke away.
Close.
This guy's so talented. It's ridiculous. And you saw McCole Hardman go back to Kansas City too, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like maybe they don't feel that confident in those other options. We'll talk about it. Later. But trade deadline, as it appeared, teams started making some moves here.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize, and this was such a low-key move, Van Jefferson got traded.
Yeah, Van Jefferson got traded.
Didn't realize that one. Didn't see that one.
To the team, was it the Browns? Who was it? It was a team like the Browns.
I can't remember. I'll look it up right now.
I think it was the Browns.
And we had an Alvin Kamara run there for about 3 yards. Going to be 2nd down for the Saints.
A lot of these trades, too, have a lot to do with salary cap, not so much capital.
Falcons receiver Van Jefferson. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Falcons need another weapon. That's what they need.
2nd and 7 here for Derek Carr in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, looking to pass. Going over the middle. Oh, just dropped by Olave.
I think 23 did get a hand on it. I don't want to say just dropped. I think that was really good defense.
Maybe, I think maybe it was because it looked like he had it in his hands. Maybe he had a hand on his hands. I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah.
I think he slapped the right hand of Olave.
Yeah, he doesn't drop balls like that.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 7 here for the Saints. Carr in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side.
Kamara checked back into the game.
Let's go. Takes a snap with some pressure. Incomplete. I think he got hit as he threw the ball.
Yeah, Jacksonville pass rush got home that time. Jacksonville defense forcing more turnovers than any team in the NFL right now.
Wow.
Kind of surprising to me.
15, right? I think turnovers?
Yeah, something like that. I think it might have been even 17 or something.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
15. Okay. I don't know. I really don't. But what I do know is that as kicker lines up for this field goal right here, I'll tell you after the kick. We got a commercial.
Blake Grupe, field goals made 2 out of 4 attempts last week at Texans. He's having a rough time as a Saints kicker. But here is The snap, the hold, the kick is
Oh,
no
just
good.
a bit outside.
No good.
You
This
know,
guy stinks.
this guy stinks. That kick was absolute dog
dog
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
This guy sucks.
he didn't even hook it or pull it. That
No.
that ball went straight, just in the wrong direction. That's all.
Yeah,
It's
this
a very
guy's
accurate
rough
kick.
to watch. It's getting 3 points as a Saints fan must be like a nail biter. Like Jesus Christ. Anyway, Kyle, what were you gonna say as we go to a break here?
It was about this Jacksonville defense. Man, I think a lot of people are very surprised, including myself, because when you look at Jacksonville and each team, really, when you evaluate how good they're going to be, it's what do they do well and where do they rank in the NFL at it. The Chiefs have a really good offense, and with Patrick Mahomes, they have the best quarterback in the NFL. They're automatically in your top 5.
Yep.
When you look at Jacksonville, they have a very good offense. They went back and forth with the Chiefs. Jacksonville kind of feels like the same kind of team Kansas City does to me, where Kansas City is not necessarily a juggernaut or anything, but their defense is very, very well. 9th against the pass, 11th against the run. And you look at Jacksonville, well, they're leading the NFL in turnovers, and their offense, though, I believe has more of a potential to get going than Kansas City's does. You saw them put up 40 points last week. So what I'm really trying to say is the only other team that can be like Jacksonville is potentially the Chiefs, because they can always get it going late into the year.
Yeah.
Cleveland with Deshaun Watson, if they can get that offense playing at a top 15 level, and they have the best defense, that's a great combo. Normally, teams, remember Jacksonville in 2018, made it all the way to the AFC Championship game on their defense, but eventually Blake Bortles dropped to New England because they had a better offense.
Yeah.
This is, not that defense. That was Saxonville.
Saxonville.
And this defense was crazy, but you can tell that you don't accidentally get 15 turnovers. We're not in week 2 and they're leading in turnovers. We are almost halfway through the season, and Jacksonville takes the football away on defense. That's what they do. And offensively, we've only seen them once, but they drove right down and scored, and they're very capable because they have a quarterback that will be a future Hall of Famer in Trevor Lawrence. I felt that way the day he was drafted. I mean, anybody that watched him in college was like, whatever this kid does, he will be like Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And I think he's still so young in his career. What he will become is down the road, but I think Jacksonville has the potential to go to the Super Bowl.
And here we go. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence back to pass with some pressure over to the left side. Christian Kirk fumbles.
No, he had to been down. Was he not down?
I think he was, but it also
the ball
looked.
Out, then they touched him.
They're saying Saints ball. There's no way.
I actually like when the refs do this because you can always reverse it.
Yeah.
But if you call it their ball, then you need to challenge it where turnovers are automatically reviewed. It's just easier. Down. He wasn't touched right there?
Nope. That's what it is. So it was he was not down by contact, and so he did fumble the ball. And man, you hate to see that because he had it.
I saw him grab it in real time, and I was laughing. It reminded me of like a scary movie when you're just like so close, but you can't reach the weapon that'll protect you.
And we were just about to sing Kirk's praises, and instead he just fumbles the ball right there.
Right? Jackass. Look, Trevor Lawrence is like, yep, these guys don't know how to win yet.
And real quick, shout out to Tyler in the chat. Tyler, looking good so far, he said. Appreciate it. 1st and 10 now for the Saints. As we have Derek Carr under center. We got Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Takes the snap. Going to hand it off to Kamara. Bouncing off his own guy. Gets to about back the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 2nd down at their own 41-yard line.
Man, I guess, though, if you're the Saints, that's exactly what you wanted right there. Somehow get an opportunity to get the ball defensively. Remember, we talked about the Saints defense. They're real tough.
And we were just saying how the Jacksonville defense is taking balls away. Saints heard you, man. They're like, no. Check this out real quick.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 here for Derek Carr under center. Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Going to fake the handoff to Kamara. Derek Carr over the middle. Quick little dump off to Olave.
Chris Olave, and that's why the over-under was 40. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
a really low score, 20 to 20. But, you got two defenses playing against each other. I think there's going to be a little more success moving the ball for both teams than maybe anticipated.
Yeah, to be honest, the fact that the Saints got to about the 30 or so yard line of Jacksonville was kind of surprising me, especially in their first drive. 3rd and 6 here for the Saints in the shotgun as Derek Carr takes the snap. Oh, does he want to go deep? He goes over the middle, incomplete. That may be
a little high.
It was either a little, I think it was a little high. I was about to say maybe pass interference, but it did look a little high for who is that? Shaheed?
Yeah, I think so. I can't tell, man. I know Michael Thomas was running right behind that level in the safety level. I think he was trying to get it to Michael Thomas. He should have been giving it to dude. Michael Thomas was wide open.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he would have walked into the end zone.
Well, I mean, Jaguars kind of responded, right? Like they were.
What just happened?
That might
this
be
is the blocker that goes into the punt returner. This is exactly what happened last week, and we talked about it for 10 minutes. So now it's not a penalty. Remember they said it was a penalty?
Yeah.
What's the deal? Are you allowed to block the player into the punt returner or not? Because it's very simple. You either can – look at this.
He basically got shoved into him. Oh, man, he took a hit there, and they're looking at him there on the field.
Yeah, he's down.
He is down.
Damn, dude.
So it's going to be a second turnover here on the punt return team. Saints are going to have it inside the hot zone, it looks like. Wow. I was just about to say the Jags defense responded on that turnover with a 3-and-out, and instead, this happens on the punt. Man, that's rough. That's rough for the Jags, but hopefully, you just saw what Groupie did, the kicker for the Saints. He probably can't really do much, and he hasn't really done much at the beginning of the season, so you kind of want to hold him to a field goal attempt here if you're the Jags, but damn, this is going to be a rough one for the Jags. They just got off the field. They got to come back. It's going to be rough.
Yeah, luckily they're not going to be that tired because it was a 3-and-out. I mean, nobody's really tired right now. It's early in the game, but it's rough that it's 2 turnovers back to back. That's what's rough. Yeah. And it's also rough. But at the same time, like if I'm a coach, I'm gathering my troops and I'm telling them right now, like, hey guys, what could go wrong did go wrong. Look at the scoreboard. You're winning by 7. All right. It's much better to be in this scenario than what could go wrong did go wrong. And we're down 21, but we still have a half of football to play. You know what I mean? Like, this is actually a great scenario. If you would have told me there's going to be a muffed punt and a fumble, and the Saints will receive both of them, you probably wouldn't have thought, that Jacksonville's winning 7-0.
Yeah.
When it comes to punt returners in 2023, just looking at it right now, Marvin Mims, number 1 punt returner, averaging 20 yards per return.
That's your boy.
That's my boy, and I'm trying to see where. Who's the returner? Was it Jamal Agnew?
I didn't catch his name. It may have been.
Was it number 39? Does that ring a bell?
I thought it was 20 something.
Okay.
Or maybe it was 29 who bumped into him.
Yeah, I think it was Jamal Agnew because it wasn't Christian Kirk.
Okay,
and
I don't think it was Christian Kirk.
Is their other returner. So in Jacksonville's case, they're pretty smart. They've been running with 2 different return. Actually, Christian Kirk has only returned 1 punt this whole season. So I would imagine he's going to be their emergency. Yeah, it was 39.
And yep, it was 39 Agnew. Yeah, he took a hit here from his own guy, 29-39. Saints have the ball inside the red zone. They're going to run it here
Yes.
for about 4 yards.
There we go. All right, we need Kamara to get in the end zone.
Kyle needs Kamara to get in the red zone. What do you say to 29 there, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's. I feel like that's kind of a rough.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like, hey, man, it's all right. Like, just make sure to actually.
You know whose fault it is the guy blocking him. He's not supposed to be caring that much about a block when it's being fair caught.
Yeah.
They literally have a term that they use. There's Kamara. Come on, cut back in.
He's going to cut back in for a first down. They are inside the hot zone.
And they'll call it like X, or they'll make a name up. X 0 0 0. And that means everybody get the fuck out of the way. I'm calling a fair catch.
Yeah.
That's what that means. So the fact that could even happen is just undisciplined special teams. You know, that's why those calls exist.
Here we go. First and goal for the Saints. Derek Carr is going to be under center. Kamara in the backfield. I'm going handoff Kamara. Bam, there's a handoff to Kamara. Kamara gets about a yard, if anything. He might be at the point of no return. We'll see right here where they spot the ball.
Yeah, it just seems like he's one of those players that every time the ball's in his hand, it's going to be a positive play.
Mm-hmm.
And those type of players you love to feed down here in what we call the point of no return, which we're not there yet. I believe we're on the 8 or the 7.
No, it's right outside. I think it's like right before the 5-yard line.
I'm going to call it. We're in the point of no return.
Carr under center, motion to the right, looking to pass. Kamara down below that. He's going to run right, going to go over the top.
Oh my God!
What a catch! But I don't think it's good.
It's caught. He got his feet down.
Oh my God!
No way! They're calling it incomplete.
Rashid Shaheed with the one-handed catch.
Look at this.
Let's see. One foot.
One. Oh, I thought he dragged that last
close.
Foot. Damn!
What a catch! What an effort.
Man, and you saw Kamara down here. He was trying to get the ball. I thought they might try to find him. And look at this. Just, got to drop that last leg.
Third and goal. Derek Carr takes the snap, looking to pass, going left for Olave, incomplete.
Yep.
This makes them, I just saw a graphic, the last 2 weeks, the Saints were 0 for 5 in red zone for touchdowns. This makes them 0 for 6. 0 for 6.
It sucks to be always the team that gets close, but never actually gets laid.
Yeah. And that was great defense there by number 30 for Jacksonville. And that was actually Michael Thomas. I thought it was Olave. But here comes Groupie for the 23-yard field goal attempt. Maybe he'll get this one. Maybe.
Redeem himself here with a chip shot.
Kick is good. It's time to update
the ticker. All right. 7-3, Trevor Lawrence. I feel like he feels fine. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't fumble these things. Hey, look at him cheering his team on. He's like, it's all right. They couldn't stop us anyway, so we'll just go put up more.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw that pass to Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk was wide open there on that pass too, and he didn't get touched. Unfortunately, he fumbled, so it's just more of like, you're speaking about the offense that they are good. Like you said, they're going to get downfield. I don't think it's a matter of if they will. They're going to. It's just, can they get a touchdown while they're down there? Which hopefully they can. I think they can. And
do you think Jacksonville touchdown, field goal, or defensive stop?
I'm going to go. Man, the defense is playing inspired right now with those 2 turnovers. I still think the Jags go down the field and get a score, make it 14-3.
Okay, 14-3. I like it. We do still need 10 yards from ETN. I thought he got 25. He only got 15 on that.
Oh, okay. So we still need 10 from Etienne?
Yeah, 10.
Etienne. He needs Etienne.
Etienne.
For everybody joining us, appreciate you guys joining us. Make sure to subscribe to their YouTube or our Facebook or our TikTok or our Twitter.
All of it.
All of it. Subscribe to all of it. We're close to 500. We're close to 500 subs on YouTube. I'm going to try to get a sub count here on YouTube soon so that way everybody who tunes in knows, hey, they're almost at 500, baby. We need 500.
Yeah. And then we'll almost be at 600.
And then we'll almost be at 700, which means almost 8 to 9 to 1,000. Imagine that, Kyle.
Imagine that. With no real marketing. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
We built this from the ground up. We didn't pay for this.
Pure organic, just fans and people who tune in. So we appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys appreciate what we're doing. But yeah,
I don't care if you guys appreciate what we're doing. I'm just happy you're watching.
Me too.
You can watch and the whole time be like, this guy's an idiot, and I don't mind.
We pulled ourselves up from our bootstraps, sat down, watched football, put a camera in front of our face, and called it entertainment. And here we are.
Doing it. Absolutely, dude.
Doing it. Hey, it's hard watching this much football, damn it. I
know. What a great job to have where It's like, oh, I got to go to work. You mean watch more football? Whatever.
And we got Bill. He said, who the fuck would tune into this crap? Cheers, Bill.
What's up, Bill?
Cheers. Thanks for coming through, Bill. You know, he knows. We know you're joking, Bill. We know you're joking.
Nah, he's serious. He sent me a couple of messages.
I've been getting a lot of Twitter DMs from Bill just being like, dude, what the fuck?
This is horse shit.
This is horse shit. You call that comedy? Oh, great times. All right, well, Trevor Lawrence and the Jags are looking to come into this offensive series with 0 turnovers this time, and they want to do what they did on their first one, score another touchdown. I'm thinking if they get down to the point of no return, I think it might even be Trevor Lawrence who runs it in, dude.
Yeah, Christian Kirk, I think, going to be their punt returner. We'll see if it comes down to it.
You're going to hand it off to Etienne here on a 1st and 10. Etienne gets that 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Etienne is the NFL leading rusher right now. Let's keep that in the back of our minds as we get to the point of the season where stats aren't a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
Etienne's a good running back. That means they have a good running game.
Mm-hmm.
They have weapons on the outside. It's starting to finally all click. It reminds me of the Lions when they had their moment.
Yes. 2nd and 5 here for Jacksonville. In the shotgun is Lawrence. Going to take the snap. Going to hand it off to whoever number 4 is.
We'll call him not Etienne.
We'll call him not Etienne. Fake Etienne.
Naughty.
Bigsby.
Tank.
Number 4,
Tank
Bigsby.
I like Tank Bigsby. He deserves a name.
All right. Bigsby it is. Tank.
Bigsby's
we'll
awesome.
Tank.
Yeah, Tank.
Number 4, the Tank. And Bill said, I believe the term is dog shit. There we go, Bill. There we go. He's getting it.
He gets it more than we do, and we're supposed to be running this thing.
Hey, make sure to write that down. All right, 3rd and 3 here for Jacksonville. And the shotgun is Lawrence. Takes the snap, looking to pass, looking right, going a little deep right.
Wow.
Good.
Pass Evan Ingram.
To
Christian Kirk.
Yeah. 1st down and 10. It's going to be the end of the first quarter on that play. Jags are up 7-3, and the Jags, Kyle, the Jags are jagging off, baby. They are jagging off. The Jags winning 7-3.
I don't know if that term applies yet, because I could see if it was like they had 3 points in the 3rd quarter, you know, they're jagging off tonight, but they seem like they're doing pretty good. Nobody ever says somebody that's acting in an efficient way is jerking off, right?
No.
You'd
Jags,
be like,
Jaguars jagging off.
But it's a play of jerking off.
Like, no, jaguaring off, you know? And this is just a motion for, like, celebration, you know what I mean?
Okay. Just a terrible joke. Got it.
Oh, man. We're here. We're here. This is what we do, all right? This is what I want y'all to know. This is what we do. Again, thank you guys for joining the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube, Facebook, and all the other social medias we have. Kyle, how you doing? You know, it's the first week of our kind of new way we're running the weekly shows. right? Thursdays,
Yeah.
we're going to do Thursday Night Football, going to instant reaction that goes into the rest of the week 7 predictions. But how you doing? How you liking this new setup?
I'm not gonna lie, I was itching for a little bit of football yesterday. There was a little something lacking in the diet.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like it also because you get a little break, and then it's even more fun to come back to football when you spent a day away from it or two.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things, and that was me when I first came back on week 4, where I was just like, "Oh God, I missed this awesome. So much." Yeah,
I know. But I'll say on a personal level, it was actually, I would say Monday and Tuesday were a little weird because on Sunday I got to be on the field of the Jags game. And I've always heard in briefs, you know what I mean, in life, in different various things like the Wounded Warrior games where, I'm sitting next to Prince Harry at the dinner table. When you leave, they're like, just so you know, you're going to feel a little depressed in the next couple of days because there's so much attention, and then all of a sudden it's gone.
Yeah,
it didn't happen to me at the Warrior games. I was excited to go home to my girlfriend, so it didn't apply. But in this case, where she's still in Washington, waiting for her to get out of the Navy, I came back here and it was like, wow, that was such a big day. But then it's over and you're just alone, and it's kind of like, it took a couple days. I'm back, today,
sure.
but for a couple days it was just like.
You're like, I want to feel that again. I want to feel that again. And we got Tyler here in the comments. What's up, boys? Denver's going down, Kyle. Aaron Jones is back. We got help in the run game, signing James Robinson, who's a great running back when he's in a good system. And we all got healthy. So quick cheers to Tyler there, Tyler Fink. Thanks for hopping in. And we also got Liam in the chat. Liam, cheers. 1st and 10 here for the Jags. They're going to take the snap. He's going to... Oh, a little trickery.
Back to
Trevor Lawrence for a first down.
They should have did a hook and ladder after that.
Agnew that would have been sick. Agnew after that injury on the punt return gets the first down on a catch from a little trickery play by the Jags.
Let's go, baby. I love the Jacksonville's making big plays. Like there's so many offenses in the NFL that have misleading numbers because their quarterbacks throw it 3 to 5 yards downfield. Jacksonville's like really hitting that second level behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties. I love to see that.
They're going to run it here. I guess there was no forward progress on that pass, so they did have a 2nd and 1 there, but they got the first down.
I thought Evan Ingram was running the ball, and then they blew the whistle, and he stood up without the ball.
Yeah,
and I was like, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Who ran that? Was that a QB sneak?
Jaguars offense, 11th in the league in points per game. Last year, 32nd. And that's what you were talking about earlier.
No, 2 years ago with Urban Meyer.
Or 2 years ago, yeah. And that's exactly what you were talking about, from last year to this year, was you wanted to see that jump, and here it is, right? 11th in the league, points per game. 1st and 10 for the Jags in Saints territory at their own 48-yard line. In the shotgun, Trevor Lawrence going to pass, gets a little pressure, moves up. He's running on his own. He's going to get the first down.
Oh, my gosh, he's still going.
Out of bounds.
All the way down to almost the red zone. There is a flag on the play, so let's check that out. Usually.
There's a flag, yeah.
He doesn't seem too bummed about it. Trevor Lawrence signaling, so is Doug Peterson. It's going to be against the Saints, and that play is going to stand. So I'll say it now. If Jacksonville is – because the Paints have – the Saints. The Paints. If the Saints are going to be able to defensively, keep this game to a low scoring, they're going to have to dominate at the D line. But this little slide right here, scoop, and then, I can outrun these dudes. Trevor Lawrence is seriously not the guy that comes to mind when you think of his ability to scramble.
Yeah.
But if he's going to be able to do that tonight, he might get a lot of yards tonight because they're going to be more focused on stopping ETN. And a lot of times it's those type of quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers that would get a lot of yards because you don't game plan against him.
Exactly. 1st and 10, they're going to do a little toss there to Agnew to the left side.
That's ETN! Let's go!
Touchdown!
Let's go!
Touchdown, Etienne, baby. I thought it was Johnson. It was Etienne. Touchdown on that little flip in the back. Touchdown.
In case Vegas tried to take the first one away, there's second one for good measure.
Anytime, baby. Anytime. Liam,
Let's
I
go.
see your comment, man. I hope everything's good with you. I'm glad everything's okay. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope everything's good. But there we go. Etienne with a toss to the left side. Beautiful motion. Fakes it. And the kick is good. Jags up 14-3. I called it, Kyle. I don't want to say it, but I called it.
And that was Travis Etienne on a reception. Mm-hmm. So if you're tracking, we do have $500 at stake if Etienne gets 25 reception yards in the second half.
Was it?
That was a reception.
Well, he tossed it backwards.
Did he toss it backwards?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be that guy, Kyle. I just don't want you to be so excited for nothing.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Well, let's see what the box score says. 15 yards still.
Yeah, dude. I'm sorry. I was like, wait. Don't get too excited yet.
In my head, I was like, let's go. Dude, it's still the first quarter, right? No, second quarter now.
Second quarter, early in the second quarter. But hey, he needs 10 more yards receiving. I think a couple dump offs. I don't think won't be too out of the ordinary, I guess, for him.
Yeah, we need either Alvin Kamara to score a touchdown, and you know what? I wouldn't mind a 3-and-out. I think if Jacksonville gets the ball back, that 10-yard reception is all we need. I think that could happen in one more series with a whole field to go. But
it could be done.
It's fun. It's fun waiting for it because it does feel like it's only a matter of time.
One thing I've heard, because, I listen to a lot of football podcasts, and one of the ones I listen to and I really love is Part of My Take. And the one thing that I love about them is that they bet a lot of money. They got a lot of money, right? First of all, they're Barstool, so they've got plenty of money to spend, and they gamble responsibly. But they're always like, especially college football, they're like, the only reason I stay up at 1 a.m. to watch a Hawaii game, right? A Hawaii game is because I've got the fucking over on it, and I need to make sure it hits. And I'm just like, man, I wish because I don't bet, because I've said it on here before, like I will bet with the heart and not with my mind and not with what Vegas will say or something. But I wish I could have
your
that.
Heart's right.
Sometimes it is, but man, very few times. But I wish I could do that, to have that thrill of like, he got the fucking 25-yard receive and he got the anytime touchdown. Like, I wish I could do that, especially with how popularized it's been.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when my first year playing fantasy football, because I was like, oh my gosh, now this Bears Commanders game, I have, Justin Fields, and it's like, now I got a dog in the fight. And that's really what betting's on, whether you're placing a $1 bet, because there's a negative connotation, but like my bets aren't even more than $5. My brother, he did put a $200 bet on the Jags to win $470. So,
oh my God.
But he's in a different situation than me where, you can do that.
Yeah.
But it's just nice to put a little $1 investment, and in return, even if you don't get the bet, you get that emotional excitement. That's really what you're paying for.
And I will say, the fantasy football on my end, that is my betting right now, at least. That is my betting, because like you said, I could
same age.
Yeah, exactly. If I had fucking Etienne on my fantasy squad, I'd be going crazy. 2 touchdowns in the first half, like this would be insane for me. So I get it. I just wish I had a little bit more money to spend on betting.
We will.
Yeah, we will one day. 1st and 10 here for Derek Carr and the Saints at their own 25. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, moving right, passing right. Going to be a completed pass. That looked like Rashid Shaheed gets another reception.
His name is hard, man. Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed.
There's a couple hard names. The wide receiver for the Rams, Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
It's always hard when they're not on your team. When they're on your team, you know how to pronounce every name.
Exactly.
You're like, it's Shaheed, you prick.
You dumb bitch. 2nd and 5 here. Derek Carr takes the snap, looking to pass, looking over the middle, running, moving right with the pass to
tight end. 87.
Whoever 87 is.
87.
We don't do names here. We don't do names here.
This
Moreau.
Moreau.
Yeah.
Foster Moreau.
I think Foster Moreau I think he's a great story in the NFL. I think he beat cancer. So,
Yeah.
let's give it
And
up
by
to
the way,
Foster Moreau.
is this his first game back?
No, I don't
Because
think
there
it's
was
his
a
first
whole
game back.
pregame thing about it today.
Oh, I don't know then. I don't know for sure. As Kamara takes the run up the middle. Or
No, that wasn't Kamara.
Oh,
that
who
was
it?
Deuce McAllister.
Either way, running back takes it up left
21.
to 21 for about 4 yards.
There's Kamara. Dude, you can't mistake Kamara. Kamara looks like the most badass running back in the NFL.
Second and 6 here. Under center is Derek Carr. Kamara in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Moving right.
Go. Get off of me.
And again, it was not Kamara. It was Javonte Williams. Not Javonte Williams. Williams.
All you need to know is that Kamara is the only Saint that has a dark visor.
Oh, yeah.
And he wears 41, and he's got a fucking diamond mouth.
He's like, yeah, I'll take that assault charge, and I'll still have fucking platinum veneers. 3rd and 3 for the Saints. Derek Carr in the shotgun. Kamara to his left. It is definitely Kamara this time. The black visor, like Kyle said, got me there. We were getting there. I got there. Calling an audible. Takes a snap. Looking to pass over the middle to the left side. Almost intercepted. Great pass. Great touch to Thomas there, but number 31 for the Jags is really good defensively.
Yeah. I think is that Kyron? No, Delorius Williams. But this is what I did want to say. I love the play call. I know some people might not. 3rd and 3. That's when you're playing your run package, and they're going to go for it here. So we'll hold on. For it.
4th and 3. Derek Carr in the shotgun takes a snap.
Kamara fell.
And it tipped.
Kamara's got to change his fucking cleats, dude. That's the second time he's just fallen. That play was designed to go to Kamara. That was a halfback slip screen, and he fell. And that's why.
Sorry, there's a flag real quick.
Yeah, it's on the Saints. Illegal man downfield because Kamara wasn't running with them, and the lineman thought that was just a disaster. But that was because he fell. He slipped twice now. Something's wrong with his cleats. They play on turf in the Superdome.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is, dude. Look, they're not even going to show. I thought they would emphasize that. It's funny when you broadcast the game and you're not really paying attention to the broadcast, the things that you focus on, and then they don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then sometimes you'll like be saying something and you hear it coming like right after, and it kind of confirms like you're doing a good job. You're like, they're calling out the same shit.
Yeah.
That time I thought they should have showed that as a huge play, but that 3rd down play, that was a very, very good ball. That was the exact kind of ball that you want for a 50-50 ball. And I bring it up because Michael Thomas, that's what he was good at, was getting those 50-50 balls, boxing out. They always taught he was an alien out there, dude. Just so much bigger than everybody. And there's the ball. There's the perfect ball. 3rd and 3, 1-on-1, isolated. Here's the ball. Go get it. And you get boxed out by a way smaller guy.
And he would just moss people. He would absolutely moss people in the end zone, too. But, he just got beat there. He just got beat, and that's kind of it. I mean, Derek Carr underthrew it just a tad bit.
Just a little bit, but he's got to make that ball. Like, that's why you're Michael Thomas, is because you make your quarterback look better because you catch those balls.
Michael Thomas 2 years ago, that's a catch.
Yeah. That's a catch. Look at Aaron Rodgers, and not to – there's a lot of variables in this equation, but look at Aaron Rodgers in his 1 year without Devontae Adams. Later in his career, when he wasn't necessarily as mobile, he was still mobile. People love to say old people are not mobile. He was still pretty mobile, but still, when he lost Devontae Adams, like the Packers missed the playoffs. And it just shows sometimes the receivers really do make quarterbacks look really great. Look at T.O. and McNabb, Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison, Dallas Clark with Peyton Manning. And, it's like what came first, the chicken or the egg. I think they play into each other perfectly. if that ball would have been completed, we would have only been talking about how perfect that throw was.
Yeah.
But
That's
because
all.
it's
Yeah,
dropped,
that's it.
it's a little underthrown. But yeah, man, that's your responsibility. Once the ball's thrown that well, it becomes your responsibility to make a play.
At least try to attempt to now be on defense in that sense, right? If it is underthrown, you got to be the defender now and try to at least like prevent an interception. But
absolutely,
Jacksonville takes it over at their own 45-yard line, and it's going to be stopped right at the line after a rush from Travis Etienne goes just about to line of scrimmage.
I'm all right with it because 2nd and long is usually when you see the halfback screen.
Yeah, and there's 10.5 minutes left. Jags have scored touchdown on each of their offensive drives. Yeah. They've got 2 turnovers, but one of them was on the punt. The other one was a fumble. So they won't have any problems, I think. They'll be fine. 2nd and 10 here. Trevor Lawrence getting some people in the right places in the shotgun. Travis Etienne to his right side. 2 receivers on each of his side. Takes the snap. Looking to pass down right.
No, that was to Etienne.
Kyle needed that.
That was to Etienne too.
Saints?
And I said it. I was like 2nd and long. It's a pass to Etienne.
Yep.
It's funny when you break it down how simple the NFL and the play calling really is. Like, yeah, you can say a name of a play that sounds so long that it's very intimidating, but at the end of the day, I told you this last week, Denver's Super Bowl 50 defense only had 3 or 4 packages total.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that
dominated.
Dominated.
3rd and 10 here for Trevor Lawrence, and the Jags takes the snap, looking to pass, get some pressure from the right side, throwing.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, I think he thought he was supposed to break left towards the line of scrimmage. He didn't do that. He kind of stayed in place. Did like a curl route, it looked like, but just not on the same page.
Miscommunication, because had they been on the same page, that would have been a great throw and a first down. It looks like maybe Trevor Lawrence is the one that made the mistakes, and I'm only saying that because Doug Peterson's talking to him and not Evan Ingram.
Yeah, it seemed like more of a, hey, you're supposed to do this, and Trevor Lawrence was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Here's the punt on 4th and 10. Good punt. They're going to take almost bumped into his own guy. Almost a replay of what the Jags did. Could have been a turnover. But here comes Derek Carr in this offense. It looks like at their own 13 or so yard line. Let's see if they can get anything going.
All right, Rick. If you like traveling around and experiencing different cultures and stuff like that, right?
Who the fuck said that, Kyle? Don't you dare say that about me.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm big on it. I enjoy it. See, Rick. No, I was gonna bust your balls, but I'm not going to. I was gonna say he says he wants to do that, but then he makes fun of Green Bay, which is voted on a lot of places the best city in America to live because of its diversity. But he's a Bears fan, so he doesn't understand how to add it up. If you could go to 5 NFL stadiums, right, for free, what's the order and who are the teams at the commercial break?
Okay. That's a great one, and anybody who's in the comments, put yours down in that order as well. 1st and 10 here for Derek Carr under center. Takes the snap, looking left over the middle to Kamara for a pass completion. Kamara moving right, and a first down and more. That's the Kamara we want, baby. He made that into a first down. Other running backs would have taken the 6 yards.
All I do is win, no matter what.
That is the Kamara we love to see. He takes a pass that is like maybe 6 yards. Instead, he turns it into a 15-yard first down pass. Good job by Kamara. Here we go. Derek Carr under center. Kamara in the backfield. 1st and 10 at their own 29. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Kamara and just swallowed up in the backfield. Going to take a 3-yard loss there.
Oh, what the?
And that's a flag.
No flag? Oh, he did throw it. Okay. No, that's bullshit. And I'm tired of that flag not being pulled. And I'm not normally I'm not penalizing the hit. It's just like you play through the whistle. This is the 3rd whistle, and then you sling him. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm sorry, but if you can't hear, then you shouldn't be out there. Like, obviously, the play's over. The momentum stopped. Forward progress stopped. Look, they already had blown the whistle.
Are you saying you're okay with him?
No, I'm saying I'm not okay with it.
Okay.
I'm
I thought we were. Okay,
I want to
see
that flag more. I think all the
Yeah.
time it doesn't get thrown. That's why I was just like, oh, they're not going to throw it. And I was like, oh, shit, they threw it. They never throw that flag. It's about time they called it.
And Derek Carr under center here on a 1st and 10 after that penalty. They look to be at their own 47-yard line. They take the snap, going to give it to Rashid Shaheed in the end around there. Rashid Shaheed gets about 4 yards on that. And I like this comment here by Bill. What's the over-under on how many times Amazon is going to zoom in on the play sheet like they did to the Broncos last week? I'm going to go 4. 4.5. 4.5 over-under.
4.5. That's a solid over. I'm going to take the under. I'm going to say that they were under a lot of scrutiny in their production meetings this week because of that. And I'm as much as I say that, we were just watching the Dallas game and it happened.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, no one's learning.
Yep. 2nd and 6 here. Under center is Derek Carr. Going to fake the handoff. Kamara gets the dump off there. Another.
Good
gets
hit.
The 3 yards.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he looked like he's fine, but he is going to the sideline. He might be coming out.
I hope he's all right. I don't want to.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He looked all right. He's looking a little worried there, but it's going to be a short
he's limping,
3rd down.
Right?
Yeah. Going to be a 3rd and 3 here for the Saints.
Bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Motherfucker. It doesn't matter. We need Travis Etienne. That's where the $500 is.
That's true.
We need 10 more receiving yards.
Derek Carr takes the... that might be...
That's John. That's again.
There's
Williams.
No way that's not pass interference.
I think Olave looking for a flag. Do you know Ohio State's been producing pretty good wide receivers lately?
Yes, they have. Herndon with the defending right there, but I think...
Yeah, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he was not on top of him. He was not on top of him.
It's one of those, if you get the flag on that play, then we'll take it. But that's how you should play.
And Jags are going to get the punt there at their own 19, 18-yard line. Going to start another offensive series with 7:17 left in the second quarter here for Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars.
There comes a point where you got to be like, okay, that's great defense. You know what I mean? Like, you can't literally not touch him.
Exactly.
That's not an option.
Exactly.
And these are the fastest players in the world. Go ahead.
Top 5 stadiums I'd like to visit in order.
Wait. Hold on.
I think I have to look up all the stadiums because you know what? I'm not going to look them up. I think I'm just going to go by team.
You said top 5 favorite teams?
No. You asked me what stadiums I want to visit for free, top 5 and in what order, right?
Yeah. Are you ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, top 5 teams that Rick wants to visit.
Top 5, no debating. Top 5.
Top 5. Coming at you live during the middle of a stream. All right, go ahead, Rick.
I love it. All right. Man, number 5 would probably have to be... I think Minnesota. The Viking Stadium is like one of the nicest ones in the NFL that I keep hearing. So, number 5... for free, I think I'd go there for in the Twin Cities there for Minnesota Vikings. Number 4, I think I got to go Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys at number 4. They got that big ass TV in the middle. You know, the big jumbotron, 3X jumbotron there for Dallas that all the punts seem to be hitting. Is going to be number 4 for me. Number 3, I think I'd like to go to Levi Stadium. I think it's still Levi, right? For the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, I'd want to go there. Number 3. Number 2, I think I'm going to stay on the West Coast and go to the LA Rams, LA Chargers home. They just built a new one. SoFi, there we go. That one I'd definitely like to go to. Just because it's like an open air stadium, it looks like, and like that's a good and bad thing from what I keep hearing. So I'd like to kind of see what that's like.
I'm going with Temple later this year.
Oh, there you go. Nice. So you better tell me what it's like. And number 1, the sexiest stadium I think in football right now, the newest stadium built, the one in Las Vegas. The one for
Oh,
Las Vegas and the Raiders.
no, the Raiders. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Atlanta because Atlanta has built everything is top of the notch, green. It was one of the, I forget what they call it, but it's like a green project where they use like resourceful energy. All of it is like Atlanta's like really top of the line. That's the only reason I want to check their stadium out.
And Vegas is probably the opposite, but it looked cool. The all black.
Just gambling slots everywhere.
Yeah. First and 10 for the Jags. Quick little pass.
That's Etienne.
Etienne.
No, I needed that 10 yards.
Needed that 10.
Oh.
You got 8. You got 8, though. You got 8.
2 more yards.
2 more.
2 more yards.
2 more. And we got 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. I think you're going to get it, Kyle, but we just got to put it out there in the universe.
We got to put it in the universe. I'm not going to hold my rocks because the last time the Broncos lost. I got my manifesting rocks.
It only works if it's not the Broncos. 2nd and 3. Okay, so it's gonna be a 7 yards. We need 3 more.
All right.
2nd and 3 here for the Jags. Gonna be a handoff to Tank for the Jaguars, and he's gonna get back to the line of scrimmage. So that sucks.
All right. So here we go. 3rd down. The Saints doing their job. Jacksonville gonna convert here. 3rd and short. I think they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go with another little dump off. I think that's how you get the first down. Dump off to Etienne for the first down, which would complete the 25 in the first half, Kyle. Let's go. Here's it. There's Drew Brees looking on.
That's the Taylor Swift of tonight.
Oh, Etienne is not even on the field right now. Shit.
No, they got to get this first down first.
3rd and 3 at their own 25. Takes a snap. Lawrence to the left side. Did he catch? Incomplete for Agnew. Unfortunately, it was just out of reach.
I don't love that play call.
Yeah.
On 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you got a really good first down play. You run the ball, whatever, it doesn't work. You can live with that. But then 3rd and 3, why not try to just get 3 yards? You know, you're looking for some momentum. You went 3 and out in your last series.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make it easier for your players. It's 3rd and 3. Fucking only get 3
something.
Yards.
And here's the
Oh my God, again. Dude, what is up with the Jags special teams tonight?
They
just ran into another kick returner, punt returner, and this is the opposite of what happened last time.
And if it's from the spot of the foul, then it's going to be into Jags territory. It seems like they were at about the 40.
Do you think teams are doing this on purpose? Like trying to push people into the punter?
I don't know.
I'm starting to believe that it's being coached. Because it's either being coached or allowed. That's the only 2 options.
I mean, maybe, you're not getting flags for it. You're getting the ball in return, so.
There's the call. I want to see when a defender throws it's complicated, but if a block, any type of a block, whether the Jaguars, the offender, or the Saint, and it affects the ability to catch the ball, I want to see that called every time. I don't care if it's against, the Jags or not,
or the Saints,
you know what I mean?
Whatever, yeah.
Because it's hard to tell sometimes who's really doing what when they're just grabbing each other.
Yep, and from the spot of the foul, it was a 15-yard penalty, and now they are at the Jags' 46-yard line. So, and Bill agrees that 100% they are doing it every time on purpose. So here's 1st and 10 for the Saints. Derek Carr in the shotgun takes the snap, looking to pass, dump off to Kamara. He moves right again, trying to get a playoff. 3-4 yards there, not bad, not bad.
There we go, Kamara. Kind of rooting for a 3 and out in a weird way.
Yeah, that's true. That's only 5.5 minutes left. You want those extra 3 yards from
it's so early in the game.
I know.
It's like the only bets you care about are the ones that are closest to expiring. You know what I mean? And it's like ETNs.
2nd and 6 here for the Saints. Derek Carr under center, has some motion off to his right side. Takes the snap, gonna hand it off to Kamara. Oh, he gets a. Oh, I thought that was him.
You
that
thought
came out
5 was him. It did look like 5 came out.
Yeah, if he would have moved left, man, he had an open lane. He had some space.
I think they're poking the bear right now.
Oh, you think so?
I think Jacksonville's poking the bear, and I think their head coach is smart enough to know that.
Fight, 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 fight.
Alvin Kamara back in the game, though. Let's just appreciate that after that hard hit he took in the last series. We didn't know if he was hurt or not.
3rd and 6 here. Derek Carr in the shotgun. They need a first down, man. They're trying to get a touchdown. They need one before the half, it seems like. Takes the snap, looking to pass, looking over the middle, looking right, some pressure, dumps it off to Kamara. Not
You got to
enough
go for it
first.
You got to go for it here.
Yeah, definitely not enough for the first down.
Crowd wanting a roughing the passer, I'm guessing. And they are going to go for it, or at least try to draw Jacksonville off sides.
It is a 4th and 3 that would get them the first down.
See what they do here. Their kicker already missed one from closer.
In the shotgun is Carr. Still 16 seconds left on the play clock. So they've got some time. He's going to snap the ball. He's going to look to pass. Get some pressure on the left side. Dump it off to Kamara. First down. Kamara still in bounds. Gets about an extra 10 yards on that.
There's Kamara doing what I needed. That's done.
Oh, is that the 25 yards?
He was more. He was he was 35 yards. Oh, no, just 30. He was 30 yards receiving. And receiving, he is at 43. So here we go. First down. They're going to hand it off again up the middle for a gain of a couple.
Just 2 yards there. It's going to be, who is that?
That was Williams.
Williams. And Williams, I forgot. He's from the Lions. He was the running back last year. And he's on the
Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams. There we go. Jamal Williams.
He's like undercover hidden line at the den. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I have. 2nd and 8 for Derek Carr. They are they're close to the red zone here on a 2nd and 8. Derek Carr trying to score a touchdown. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Going right.
Oh,
incomplete.
Olave.
Oh, man. I wonder what the hell just happened there. If it just went right through his hands or what.
I'm gonna say something. I think if the Saints don't work out this year, I think they have to ride with Derek Carr for one more year. Because these are the kind of plays that you're seeing where it's just, he doesn't have a lot of balls maybe thrown to Olave, a little miscommunication on what he does at the break.
Right through his hands.
Definitely just dropped too.
Yeah. 3rd and 8. They have to get to the 12 for a first down. Derek Carr in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left. 1 to his right. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Looking left with some pressure on the left side. He's running. Is he going to get there? No way. He's about 3 yards short there, the first down. 4th and 8.
It's all right. It's going to be 4th and 3. 4th and 2.
We're going for it.
Because it was 3rd and 8, and he gained like 5 on that. So it's going to be 4th and short, and that was the difference between how much faith they have in their kicker. Mm-hmm. That 20-yard distance right there. So now you will get a kick. And then we have the 2-minute warning for Jacksonville to give ETN one more reception for 2 yards. I love it, though, because it's enough time where Jacksonville won't get conservative. It's enough time where they might want to, go out there. Normally in this scenario, they'll see what happens at the end of the first play. And a lot of times that first play is like a halfback screen. And then if it gets shut down, then you might see them go conservative. Or if it goes for 10 yards, now it's no huddle and it's time to, we're going to go score.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens here.
And real quick, let's get to Bill's comment here. His top 5 stadiums. He would go MetLife. It's bad, but never been. Lambeau. There you go, Kyle. You got a Lambeau guy.
Yeah.
SoFi.
Greatest stadium in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you wouldn't want to go there. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you mean?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. SoFi, local, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and Gillette. Just to look at the 2 empty spaces where the 2 Lombardis we took from them would go.
Wow. I highly
Let's
doubt
go.
that there are like 2 spots that are dusty.
I totally believe it's there.
But I love the phrasing.
I love that. I
That's
love
got
the
to be
cockiness, Bill.
awesome. It's
All right.
confidence. No, but I just wanted to say, I get it, like being a Bears fan, but one of my top 5 stadiums is Arrowhead. Because I want to be into that. I want to go to war for the Broncos, and I got to go into Arrowhead to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything more just football than a Bears fan going into Lambeau or a Packers fan going into Soldier. Like that to me is just like such a unique experience. And then on top of that, Lambeau being the oldest stadium, it was Lambeau was the first stadium actually built just for football. Every other stadium that was built prior to Lambeau was a multi-sport functioning atmosphere. Lambeau was the first stadium that was built, and it was like, no, this is for football. And there's just so much history there. And Curly Lambeau, Bart Starr. It's just an area because they haven't tore it down. They've only renovated. That when you're out there, you really do feel like, wow, I'm in the 30s with, Vince Lombardi, coming over from the Giants. And I'm not a big history guy, but you can feel it when you're in Lambeau. And that's why I love the draft being there, because the draft is kind of the beginning of your sports story, but it also is happening where so many sports story have, come to fruition.
And the kick from Groupie is actually good for 35 yards. The
6
Saints
to
get
14.
on the board. They get 2 field goals, and it's time
to update the ticker. So
Jags
157 to go in the first half. No team started 6-0 for first time since 2017. National Football League. No team started 6-0. Oh, okay. So they're just saying for how many years in a row did it say?
I didn't see it. I was just wanting to say Soldier Field is actually the oldest football stadium built in the U.S.
Well,
so
Soldier Field is the oldest, but that's not what I said. I didn't say
for football.
I
for
said
football.
Soldier Field wasn't built solely for football. Wait, no, I think Soldier is the one that is built only for football. I was watching this documentary the other day that takes you through every team and why their unique history. And I think I was on the Bears. But
so it wasn't the Bears home until 1971. But we got to remember that it used to be the Chicago Cardinals that was the football team before they moved to Arizona. So the Bears. And George Halas, when, he and fucking 2 other people created the what we know now as the NFL, he didn't make that the Bears home until 71. And the Chicago Staleys, which was the team the Bears were in Wrigley Field playing football. But Soldier Field.
But it wasn't made for just football.
Correct. It was charity games.
That's why it's not cool. You know what I mean?
I think it's still pretty dope.
We make fun of, stadium sharers. You know what I mean? It just, to me, it shows a lack of investment. So opened in 1957, Lambeau holds the title as the oldest stadium originally constructed for the NFL. So that is, okay, so we were on, look, at the end of the day, there's so much history in both stadiums. I feel like if you're a Packers fan, the Bears would be on top of your list, and if you're a Bears fan and you haven't been to a Bears game, then the Packers. Yeah. Like, that's just, I guess, kind of what I was saying was like, wouldn't it be cool to be, in orange in that stadium and rep your shit? Because I know I want to do that in Arrowhead.
That's true. It would, as Lawrence completes a pass for first down for Evan Ingram here, but minute 47 left. They're trying to get another touchdown before they receive the ball again. Oh, no, the Saints will receive the ball in the third quarter, but they're trying to get another touchdown. I would love to go to Lambeau in my hat, in my jersey, shit like that. It's just one of the things that I hate, and it's across all sports, is that as big a rivalry as that is, and I'll get to my point here in a second. 1st and 10 here for the Jags. Lawrence in the shotgun, and there's a flag pre-snap penalty. As much as a rivalry that is, the people, and it's going to be a false start on the Jags. First down still.
Evan Ingram, false start.
Yeah. It's just, dude, like, I'll have to go with a group of Bears fans because people get violent. There's alcohol.
Not in Green Bay.
When's
the last fight you've seen outside Lambeau?
It doesn't matter. When's the last time I've seen in Levi? It does
from a guy that's gone to that stadium.
What I'm saying is, no matter what, with a Bears fan and Packers fans, there's gonna be a fight. There's gonna be talking. There's gonna be jawing. That's just how it is. 1st and 15. Trevor Lawrence moves it to the right there on a pass for about 9 yards.
But what I'm saying is when Oakland was in Oakland, when the Raiders were in Oakland, if you were a Broncos fan and you went to that game, you had a realistic reason to believe you would be stabbed. Like, it's not like that is what I mean.
I don't think you could generalize it. I don't think you can
definitely can.
I don't think you can. No, you can't.
What about, like, okay, there's never been a stabbing in Lambeau and there's 7 in Oakland. Does that not matter?
No, it matters. I'm saying here, 2nd and 4 year, Trevor Lawrence running right, going to pass the ball, and incomplete. That was to fucking Etienne. That would have been your 25
that would have been the
yards.
one we needed.
I'm not talking about specifically stabbings. I'm talking about arguments and possible fist fights. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't think
that's when it gets a little, but
that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can just say, oh, in Lambeau that doesn't happen. Bullshit. That happens in every stadium. It happens in it happens in SoFi.
I just don't really talk shit like that. You know, like I don't go to Kansas City.
Yes,
no, I'm saying I don't. Like if I'm the visitor, I don't really talk. Like,
yeah, but you can't base it off just what you do. You know what I mean? There's other people.
But I'm just saying, if you wanted to go and you don't have a group of friends to, fight with, then maybe don't say fighting words, you know?
And that was 2, not going to be a first down. It's going to be a 4th down. But regardless, it doesn't matter if I go with a group of Bears fans or if I go by myself. It's what will be said between us and other fans. It's not just, I'm not saying I'm going to take a group of Bears fans and start a fight.
It sounds like you want to take a group of Bears and throw down.
I'm saying I want to take a group of Bears fans because there is always a chance of a fight because we're Bears fans going into Lambeau Field, into the Packers, into the oldest rivalry in sports. And I can only assume that there's a bigger chance of something being said, of maybe a punch being thrown, than they're not. You know what I mean? Than me going into Denver and as a Bears fan.
If you go to a Titans game, a Packers game, there's just certain teams that don't respond to confrontation with violence as a population. I'm saying is, you're safer. That's all I'm saying is that
I don't think so.
You definitely
are. Look, Kyle, you're not a Packers fan as much as I am a Bears fan. You don't get the rivalry. You get the rivalry in terms of Broncos. Oh, they got the first down. Fake punt. First down. First down. Jaguars. You don't get it, Kyle. You don't get it.
Dude, I grew up knowing that if you were born in Wisconsin, that taxes and fuck the Bears. That's literally the order. I totally get it. My whole family's Packers.
But I don't think you could just say you're safer in Lambeau. That's as a Bears fan. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You can say that.
I've been to numerous Lambeau games, never seen a fight. Not one. Not even how I went to the Miami game.
Have you seen a Bears game? Have you seen a Bears game in Lambeau?
Yeah.
And you've never seen a fight.
Not a fight.
You've never seen a fight. That doesn't mean there aren't fights, Kyle.
Well, I'm just telling you, like, as a person that's seen a lot of the stadium, because between tailgating and walking in with your ticket and getting to your seats and going to the bathroom and getting a beer, you see a lot of interactions. And it's not that type of environment. Like, you're not like, oh, shit, there might be a fight here. Miami was like that. Like, Miami was 100% like that. And I am saying that different, especially like urban rural cities where they built their stadium in a city, they tend to be a little more violent.
Sure, that's fine. I just don't think it's like, I get it, right? You've been to Lambeau many times, but that's just like me saying like, oh, I was born in Mexico. Mexico's not that bad. It's like, what do you mean? People are getting beheaded there all the time. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. It's like, okay, just because I haven't experienced something like that.
I think it's rational for you to think that I'm just
absolutely.
saying. I'm just saying it's irrational if it's such a big component that it keeps you from going.
No, it's not
That's
that it
when
keeps
it
me from.
becomes.
It's
That
not that
would
it
be
keeps me
like.
from going. I just know that there is the higher possibility, a higher chance, percentage-wise,
Yes.
of that happening.
There is. I
Yeah.
can agree with that.
Yeah.
It's the highest chance of any team. You know, so
And
yeah.
vice versa. And vice versa. As a Packers fan coming in at Soldier Field, am I going to fucking start shit? No, absolutely not. I'll fuck around and talk shit. 3rd and 2, Trevor Lawrence passing left. Oh, intercepted.
There goes the passing yards.
Yeah, there goes that. Fuck.
How did the NFL know? It's always 1 yard away.
Those bastards.
Those jackasses. All right, now we're on Kamara.
But I will talk shit. I will talk shit, just be like, oh, the Packers suck, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as it starts to get to that next level where it's like, okay,
Personal.
I know the signs where it's about to get into a fight, I'm just going to not respond. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
no,
that's how I am.
It's
like
sports.
when Seattle beat Denver,
Yeah.
people were like in my face, like, let's go! The touching my jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not like an 18-year-old that wants to fight anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, yeah. And then people would even be like, did he drop it?
That might not be a completed interception. That may have
Good
touched
thing
the
they
ground.
got to review it because
Yeah.
it's a turnover and under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I kind of got past that stage in my life. And it was crazy because people would be screaming in my face and I didn't even react because I'm just so sad. You know what I mean?
About the game?
Yeah, about the game. And
Yeah.
then they would come back and be like, oh, it's all good and fun. Because they were like,
Because they're winning.
Yeah, yeah. And I would
Yeah.
tell them that. I'd be like, it's only fun when you're winning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you won. So
Exactly.
but I do know what it's like to be literally harassed.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yeah.
Seattle's not an easy place to be a visitor. It's really
No.
not. But I was
Yeah.
around great people, man. I'm telling you, you will find what you're looking for. Like when I went to Seattle, all the people around me, I think secretly a couple of them, you know, a couple of the people that aren't diehards, they kind of wanted the Broncos to win at the end because they were just watching me watch the game. You know, they were just like, wow, it was like that Chargers fan that they couldn't stop showing that embodies what it's like to be, you know, the highs and lows of being an NFL fan.
And remind me to talk about that Chargers fan at halftime.
I will.
But go ahead.
But yeah, I think most of the time, because I have a friend, Jake, he gets in fights everywhere he goes. And when you hang out with him, you're like, are you looking to fight people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you want to fight? Because I don't want to fight anybody. I already got my jaw broken. I'm done.
I hate those people.
Yeah.
Where just drama and fights follow them, and you're like, you know what, dude? I'm not hanging out with you anymore.
Yeah.
So it was not an interception. It is a 4th and 2 year for the Jags. They should be going for a field goal, if not a fake field goal, and a first down, just like
that would
they
be
did on that punt.
hilarious. Brandon McManus.
12 for 14 on the year, 86%. Long of 56. This is going to be about a 40-yarder, I believe.
He'll make it. This was the only player we had since Super Bowl 50 left on our active roster, and Sean Payton traded him to Jacksonville. This is a great come up for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
His salary was a little high for us. It wasn't performance-based that we got rid of him.
Yeah.
And he's a solid kicker. He thinks he can make those 65-yarders, and he'll throw his helmet on the sideline if his coach won't let him.
Yeah.
But he misses them barely. He
Snap,
misses those.
hold, kick is good.
Yeah. He misses those 65-yard field goals just right, like right outside. And I was watching it in Seattle, full circle, when that kicker attempted the game winner and missed it. Dude, you know how weird a 65-yard football field goal looks in person?
I do not, dude. That's got to be
weird.
so crazy.
They're on the other side of the 50. And
Yeah.
you got them like taking a knee and, you know, and you're just like, what are they doing? That's a 65-yard fucking field goal? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
insane. My brother,
Oh, man.
if they don't reverse that call, I would have shut the game off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I really don't think I know we're going to go into the second half, and we'll talk about at the half about the chances of the Saints being able to make this competitive, but I really think this was a buy low game for Jacksonville. Like,
Yeah.
Next week, it'll be super inflated because people will be like, oh, Jacksonville's really good. I think that shift happened on Sunday, and no one was paying attention because it was the Colts. Sorry, Ginger. But it is what it is. I don't see the Saints, rolling over on their back by any means, but I could see this being, 21-35, something like that. I don't think it's particularly close, but at the same time, I think it stays competitive enough to not turn it off.
We got a 1st and 10 here for the Saints at their own 25. Derek Carr takes the snap, looking to pass. Might be trying to go.
Oh,
deep.
the ball's out! Oh my gosh!
Strip. Lineman takes it for about 6-7 yards. Great awareness there on the pickup by number 77 lineman for the Saints.
Timeout? No, the clock keeps rolling because what's going on? Because they can't advance a fumble. So that's exactly what happened. So the fumble, dude, I hear this rule all the time, but I swear to God, sometimes I see fumbles advanced.
All the time.
It's kind of like the fair catch where like they'll try to mark it down and they'll trip and the ball goes even closer to the goal line and then they touch it and it's down there.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, isn't it down where they touch it? It's like he didn't have control over it. Does that matter if you touch it? I swear, as much as we watch football, sometimes there's rules that I'm even more confused about than I would be if I was like a casual watcher. Because
that's one of them, dude. Like you're telling me on defense, if you strip it, you can pick it up and go for a touchdown, but on offense, if you strip it, you can't advance the ball as a lineman.
Well, I think the whole thinking of that is like they're trying to get they're trying to eliminate. I won't say get rid of because it's never been a thing that I'm aware of. Is intentional fumbles because there's no better options. But that doesn't make sense because you can run as a quarterback. I really don't get it.
Exactly. I don't know. NFL, fix it. All right. Well, we got to halftime here. The Jags are up 17-6. No, they went into the halftime.
No. They're gonna come back. It was a mistake.
Are they?
You're right. It's halftime.
Yeah. So, halftime.
I thought it'd be funny if I tricked you.
Haha, I tricked you. Haha. So it is halftime, and I wanted you to remind me of that Chargers fan, right? Because what was funny is the day after Monday Night Football, the Chargers eventually lost against the Cowboys as we streamed it here. You guys watched it here on Only Football. She made the media rounds the following 1 or 2 days, right? She was even on the Pat McAfee show.
Oh my God.
Talking
That's
about
crazy.
talking about how I'm a mother of 4. I'm a huge Chargers fan, LA all the way. My husband is also a fan. Her background was like helmets of Chargers helmets, which was awesome. And you kind of look at this and you're like, oh, sick. But what does the internet and Twitter do? They went for a deep dive and they found the exact same woman as a Vikings fan. Wasn't that insane? I was like, because there she is, her face painted with the Vikings purple. And I think
she's just a football fan.
She's just a football fan. Like, I guess she's one of those, like, I'm going to go
cheer for the relevant team.
Hard for the relevant team, which, being in the Navy, I've seen people do that. Like, I've seen people go hard for the Seahawks.
And they own it. They're not embarrassed of it. You know what I mean?
They're not.
What are they supposed to do?
Exactly. And they like it. You know what I mean? Like, not like, because there's people like you and me, Kyle, who are diehards for our fucking teams. And then there are people who are just like, you know what? If I'm in this city, I'm going to root for them because it's fucking awesome to be in the community and the culture. Sweet. As long as you know that and as long as you communicate that, then cool. Whatever. But I just thought it was funny that she just goes hard for both the Vikings and the Chargers now that she's in LA. It was really funny, but
Jason Kelsey's mom does it. Donna Kelsey.
Exactly.
He's a Chiefs and a Eagles fan.
Yeah, and that's just out of love for her fucking children. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can't help it.
Don't get, and a lot of people, like, when I tell people, because how many times, like, you say you're a Bears fan and you're from Chicago, so guess what? No follow-up question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I say I'm a Broncos fan and they go, "Are you from Denver?" and I say no, there's a question. Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of those questions come from, it used to, during the Manning years, it used to come from people that were like are you a fan because Peyton Manning?
Fair weather fan.
Are you
bandwagon,
exactly?
Yeah.
So I had to deal with this shit for 4 years. You know what I mean? Now so much we're not winning. It hasn't really happened. But
Yeah.
to be 6 or 7 years old and to care as much as I cared about Denver, I say this all the time. The Broncos picked me. You can't pick a passion. You can't.
Yeah.
I've been with people that want, like, I love the NBA. No team picked me. No NBA team picked me. I like the Milwaukee Bucks. It was the first jersey I wore was a Ray Allen Milwaukee Buck, back when they were purple. I love the Heat because I lived in Heat. I loved LeBron growing up. I had posters in my room, and when I lived in Miami, he was there with Chris Bosh and D Wade, the big three.
Big three.
And I cheer for the Nuggets because I support all Denver sports teams. But there's not that team that I'm like, I don't miss a game. You know, I care so much. It affects my next day. It makes me excited going into the weekend. Like, it keeps my spirits up. You know, it's a huge deal to think you can just be like, I'm going to be a Nuggets fan. And somehow you're going to form what I have with the Broncos. No, because those types of connections are magical. You know what I mean? So I almost feel like it's rude to assume that every person gets to have that experience. It's rare. You know what I mean? It's not everybody gets lucky enough to be chosen by their team to be that passionate about their whole life. So I don't really judge, you know, because I'm like, what if they just want to enjoy the sport like I do when I watch basketball? You know, I just want to cheer for somebody. You know, I wait for the playoffs. I see who's in there. Okay, we got Nuggets, we got Heat, we got Bucks. Lately, all three been going a lot.
True.
And then, you know, cheer for the different games, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not. But it's better than nothing. You want to have some kind of dog in the fight, even if you have to create it.
100%. Even if it has to come from, like, I'm in the city and I live here because of work or something like that. And we got your brother talking shit. Kyle's not a Broncos fan. He's a Jags guy now. The Jags picked Kyle. And I want to get to this comment because it's such a great observation by him. I'm seeing you smile watching me diss him.
That's so funny.
Oh, Tyler's great. We loved having him on when we were doing interview 32, interviewing all the NFL teams fans. So he was great, and he knows what my smiles are when I'm looking off to the side and shit. So he knows. But no, you're right, man. And you know, I don't think she came out and said that. I don't think that's anything bad either. Like you said, there's nothing bad about it because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, she's an NFL plant," right? Like, get the cameras on her. We're gonna show them this, that. Like, we want this media, right?
Exactly.
Turned out not to be the case, or maybe it might be, but looks like it's not the case. So
I think I just want to say one last thing about this. I think what people are really upset about is that when you saw her, you know, she was famous. And when you saw it cut to her, she embodied what only somebody who's been picked by their team would feel. So somehow she was able to cross these worlds, right? Where she maybe didn't have that team, like she picked her team, but somehow was still able to get as emotional about the game as somebody who's like, no, fucking die hard for my team. So I think it was just confusing for people because it's like, well, then does she care? How does she care that much if she just picked it? Because we just got done talking about, or I did, about how we can't pick our passions. Yeah. You know, our passions pick us. But maybe she found a way to do it. You know what I mean? I think that's what, I don't think people, I didn't see it. What were people doing?
Like during her cheering and stuff, or what?
I thought you said like then Twitter got a hold of it and then people started like attacking her and stuff.
Well, so the first thing was that, like, you know, they showed her on Monday Night Football, you know, being this emphatic about it, you know, going like this, being angry, being, you know, smiling, laughing, like all that stuff, right? And then during that time, Twitter was saying, oh, she's a plant by the NFL to just, you know, get more coverage, blah, 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 this and that. And then they started digging deep into like, all right, who is this woman? If she is a plant, where else has she been planted, right? And The one thing was
Oh, a
Minnesota.
plant, like
Yeah,
from the media.
yeah, exactly. Kind of like that. Do you
Yeah.
remember, do you know that song "Rich Men from Richmond"?
Yeah.
Where the guys say, like, everybody's like, "Oh,
Hell my soul,
Yeah.
working all day. Bullshit.
everybody's saying like, oh, that's an industry plant. Like he's being put out there and he blew up because he's nobody." That's what they were saying about this woman.
I did see that about that.
Yeah.
And you know what? As much as people are quick to be like, that's stupid. Like, here's where I'm at. I don't think that I would put it past our media to do that, but I also don't necessarily believe that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
it's
that's
just something
I think,
that blew up.
because I've looked like that at many games, and I've never been selected. So the fact that the cameras not only like, went to her, but went to her often and somehow found her out of the whole stadium. Like, yeah, I could see it, but still, what if the camera guy was just like, dude, this fan is fucking crazy? Like,
exactly.
what if there was a guy, because there's like a bunch of cameras working, everyone's got headsets on, and only one camera's live. So what if the other ones were like, dude, I got a Charger fan right now, you know what I mean? Because it's literally like a scope when you're in that thing.
And if you've ever seen like the insides of a control room for cameras, like you see they've got all the camera screens on.
Yeah.
It. Like they pick the director, the guy doing the selections, they pick who it is. Oh my God, that lady right there, she's showing emotion for the Chargers. The Chargers are trying to march down the field, get a touchdown, try to make this a game. Pan to her right now, and especially when they were at the goal line. You know what I mean? Like, pan to her right now. We want to see her as soon as this play is over. What's going exactly?
Yeah.
Like, no. And then, yes! And like you said, like, this may just be one of those things where the guy in the control room's like, yes, this is fucking great. This is going to make all the social media. This is going to make her a star in a sense, right? Like her 15 minutes. So,
Right.
Props to them. But yes, can this be an NFL plant by the NFL media? Absolutely. Like you said, I wouldn't put it past
The
them
timing's weird, though. I mean, we have
Yeah.
Taylor Swift right now. We don't really need a new story. We don't need any spice. And I don't know what her being excited about a football game is supposed to do. Like, okay, we already know that people are excited like this about football. How exactly does that... Yeah, how would the NFL be so motivated to do this? I just don't see the reward on the other side.
Yeah, I the only thing I could see is like, she makes the rounds like she did on the Pat McAfee show, like Good Morning America, things like that, right? And
like to make her famous?
Well, not necessarily make her famous, but make more people tune into the NFL to see her at Chargers games. Just like Taylor Swift, right? What did she do? She brought in 400% spike in sales for the Kelsey jersey. She brought in an entirely new what's the word? Demographic of people watching the NFL. And Roger Goodell's like, money.
Absolutely.
He's like Mr. Krabs. Money. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of how the NFL sees it. And if that were me, hell yeah, dude. Make her do the rounds. Get more eyes on the NFL and especially the Chargers. Let's make more money out of this.
My thinking is, besides Good Morning America, like people watching, because I saw Bill say, dude, she was on the Pat McAfee show. But I don't understand how that helps the Pat McAfee show. Like, this is like, they interview Jim Irsay. You know what I mean? Like, they bring in Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport, and all of them love a team just like that. So I don't see why that's like how.
What I think it does is it brings more people like, oh, who's this lady on social media, right? Because social media, whether you like it or not, whether you're following the NFL or not, you're going to probably see something like this pop up on your feed because of how popular it is. And you're like, what the hell is this, right? Like, now you're curious. Your curiosity leads to interest into what is the subject? The NFL and football. So you might click on the NFL profile on Instagram. You might go to their Facebook. You might go to NFL.com. You might search NFL Chargers lady.
Just to
like
try
that.
to like
more clicks, more revenue, more this, more that. It gets more eyes on it.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say I don't think it happened, but if it happened, then I wouldn't be shocked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would not shock me. It's just, it seems like nowadays everything's a conspiracy. And look, I love a good conspiracy, and I do think there's a lot of dark depths to our government. But once in a while, I would like to see something just play out, and it doesn't. And we can just appreciate it and move on.
That's boring. Boo, boring.
No,
Kyle.
it's still fun to see her.
As we get started here in the third quarter, the Jags are kicking off to the Saints, and this kick will not be a return. Saints will start off at their 25-yard line for 1st and 10. I don't know, man. I just think it's one of those things, again, where you kind of look at what Taylor Swift did. It brought in an entire demographic. And yes, while the Pat McAfee show may not really necessarily need another demographic or whatever, it's interesting because, like me, I listen to the Pat McAfee show. I don't necessarily watch it. I listen to it. And I'm like, oh, they got this lady on? Let me see what she has to say. So, brings more clicks and more listens to them as well. 1st and 10 on their center. Derek Carr takes a snap, looking to pass, going to the right side of the field, complete to Olave for a 1st down.
There he is, Chris Olave. And I normally do this during halftime, but we were having a great discussion, so I'm not mad about it. But Chris Olave has right now around 5 points. It hasn't updated that catch yet. So around 5 points. Jacksonville defense has 8. Kamara's got 14 points already.
Hey.
Evan Ingram with 8. Travis Etienne with 20.
And Kamara with a run there gets back to the line of scrimmage. We got KC in the chat. KC,
what's up,
cheers.
dog? Trevor Lawrence, 9.34, on pace for almost 20. And that is your fantasy update. We also have New Orleans defense with 7 points.
Dude, Alvin Kamara, 8 rushes for 9 yards. How inefficient is that?
Yeah,
That's
they
insane.
just got to keep throwing it to him, man. Clearly, that's where he's best.
Here's a 2nd and 9 for the Saints. Derek Carr is under 7. Kamara in the backfield, going to motion to his left side, back to the right side, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to pass, quick little pass there, and it's going to be about 5 yards on the gain to their tight end.
Love that play call. Pick up 5 yards on 2nd and long. Let's make 3rd down much more manageable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty safe. A lot of people probably thought, including me, that Kamara was going to try to roll off, but it was actually going the other way to a guy not named Kamara, which is a great decoy.
Derek Carr in the shotgun there. Under pressure on the last throw. Got it complete. 3rd and 4. Looks to pass. Quick pass there to the left side. Not going to be enough, I think, for the 1st down.
You got to QB sneak it. I don't know. What do you think? I think if this is going to be interesting.
They're out there. I mean,
what would you do?
They're at around the 50. I would probably try to tush push it here. I just know that from the way it looks, for a quarterback, that doesn't look to be their favorite play in the playbook, I assume, just because you're getting hit by a bunch of bodies. But, hey, it's working. Why not try it? 4th and 1, under centers Derek Carr. Ends it to Kamara.
Oh.
1st down and more, baby. There we go.
Kamara.
9 rushes.
Kamara doing his thing.
Yeah, that's going to be 9 rushes for, it looks like about now 20 yards on that carry. It looked like about 11 yards on that carry. Good job. Good vision by Kamara there to get the 1st down.
Yeah, I still can't believe that New Orleans was favored to win this game, but let's see if they can make it competitive here in the second half.
1st and 10 here for the Saints at the 36. Takes a snap. Derek Carr looking to pass to the right to not Kamara.
Olave.
Sorry, that is Olave. And the edge there gets about 5 yards there.
I'm going to grab a beer, join some of our fellow commenters.
Bill's saying he's got White Claw watching the game. Tyler said he's got canned Jack and Coke. Those canned Jack and Cokes, man, those are good. I like those. They are very, very good. Some of their other flavors are really, really good too. But hey, little Topo Chico hard seltzer for all you guys. That's what I'm drinking during this Thursday night football. 2nd and 4, Derek Carr in the shotgun, going to hand it off. No, he's going to take it himself.
Taysom
up
Hill.
the middle. Oh, Taysom Hill. Sorry, it was Taysom Hill with a nice 1st down.
He's like, Derek Carr is pretty strong now. No, I
Derek
was
Carr
really
looks a
excited.
lot like Taysom Hill. There we go. Tyler said Kyle can't help himself after he heard I'm drinking.
Not not at all. That's totally what it was.
But what about this one, Kyle? T Hill is so hot. You agree?
I
Wait, never
don't
mind.
know.
1st and 10. Derek Carr under center. Kamara in the backfield. Going to motion off to his left. Takes the snap. Looks to pass right away. And the pressure was coming, so he just threw it down.
And that was intended to go to Kamara, but I hate to see that. When you need what?
I think it was going to go to Taysom Hill off to the left, and I think he just kind of threw it down once the pressure got to him. Or was that a screen?
It looked like it was a screen set up to Kamara, but he couldn't. Here. So look, right here, he's trying to, but he got pulled, so he just threw it down.
Yeah, you're right. 2nd and 10 here for the Saints at the 24-yard line. Derek Carr to pass over the middle, just dropped. But
Penalty.
Flag.
Penalty. Uh-oh.
Let's see what this flag is about. Holding on the offense. Penalty. It's going to be a 2nd down, so it's probably going to be a
Love
2nd
that.
and 20.
2nd and 20, which is my favorite when I need a running back to get receiving yards. Because here comes the screen.
Casey's saying he's not drinking, but he's got some Cheez-Its. I wish I had a snack like Cheez-Its right now. That would be killer.
Cheerios?
He said Cheerios.
I think he meant Cheez-Its.
Yeah, he meant Cheez-Its.
But it would have been cool if he meant Cheerios.
Hey, we got Steve in the chat. Steve. Cheers. He said, chasing the dream, living the nightmare. I love it. 2nd and 20 here for the Saints. And there seems to be some confusion on the play call, maybe.
Such a good beer.
All right, 2nd and 20, Derek Carr in the shotgun. He's saying that guy's going to blitz. That one right there, too. Empty backfield, takes the snap. Going to do a pass to nobody. I don't think that was...
what is that?
I don't know. What happened there?
It doesn't even look like one of those... He's yelling at Kamara.
He did not like.
You see him yell at him? He was like, "What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, what the fuck you doing?"
I mean, it was like nobody home, and he still threw it. Like, let's see. Oh, he's supposed to stop and catch that. Come on, Kamara!
And that one was
You've
for
had
Kamara.
3 receiving yards opportunities.
3rd and 20 in the shotgun. Derek Carr looking to pass. He needs 20 yards here. Just dumps it off to his tight end. Tight end number 87 gets about 10 yards.
Moru, right?
Yeah, Foster Moreau. Derek Carr's pissed. What are you doing, dude? Get down there. Catch the fucking ball.
The same kind of struggles. Like, yeah, this isn't inside the red zone, but the same struggles of being able to move down the field, cross the 50, and then have to settle for a field goal. Not just today, but last week. Here's another field goal. He missed one, so those field goals are keeping him in the game. Technically,
you saw him measure it.
Should be 12 to 15. Let's see if he can make it 9.
Here we go. Snap, hold, kick is finally good. Wow, that's 2 in a row for Groupie. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at him. And we have to update.
Dude, he looks like a middle schooler.
We have to update
the ticker.
Jags 17, Saints 9 after that field goal. He does look like a fucking 13-year-old freshman.
Yeah, I'm literally, as we speak, looking up his age.
Is he allowed to be in the NFL right now, Kyle? This is the story. This might be another NFL plant right here.
Garrett Hartley, is that his name?
Groupie, Grupe.
UPE. Blake Groupie.
There we go.
Everything to know about him. Well, he's 6. Oh no, 5'7". I was like, holy! It's a big ass kicker.
He's 5'7".
He's 5'7". I think that's why he looks so young. And he was born in almost. Ready to feel old? He was born in almost 2000.
Wow.
2000, an NFL kicker. We're not talking about like, your little sister's high school friends. We're talking about NFL players are reaching the 2000s.
Jesus Christ,
Think
that's
about it.
and he's
All the
younger,
rookies are born
and he-
after 2000.
and he's shorter than I am too.
He's born in 1998. He's 24. That's not even that young compared to some of these other players.
I was gonna say, but that is still insane. Almost 2000. Like, I still don't believe
Is there
when people say they were born in 2000, 2001. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No, you weren't.
You were born in the 90s.
Just
Get
like
over
the
it.
rest of us.
It's funny. Man, I've been talking about my age a little bit because I just had a birthday, and I remember I was talking to Ryan. Tyler knows Ryan. It's my Uncle Wolf, his brother,
Mhm.
and he kept being like, "What all this talk about getting old or not being young anymore?" And I'm like, "Well, you do realize that 30." And then Wolf told me, he was like, "When your brother moved to Miami to live with me, I was in my 30s."
Yeah.
Like, we have arrived at the age where you are definitely no longer a young adult, 18
Yeah.
to 25, 18 to 26. So, like, for us, it is a major change. There's literally songs written about turning 30.
Mhm.
But for them, they're like, I'm going to be 50. Talk to me when you get to 50. It's like, I will, but then you'll be 70.
So what would you want to hear from a 50-year-old?
It's like, why can't younger people that are older ever appreciate that younger people feel old? You know, it's like they're always like, shut the fuck up. You're a child. You have so much life experience. I do appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah,
absolutely.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, validate how I feel, damn it.
Tell me I'm right.
Tell
Dick.
me I've grown up.
Tell me I've grown up. Oh, Kamara fucking hated that. He look
He
look
said,
at that.
that's
look
me.
At that.
That's me. Yeah,
Yeah,
look at all
that money in
diamond.
his mouth too. God damn.
He's like, that's my bad. He's like, love
Yeah,
that.
right up to Derek Carr and Derek Carr. Derek
Love
Carr's a
that.
good leader. You know what I mean? Like, I like him as a leader too. And
Dude,
here
it
we
was
go,
so cool seeing
flag. First
these Jags people like on ground level.
down.
It's way different. Like, even if you were sitting in the first seat, you're still, the Lambeau leap, that's a big jump. Some people
Yeah.
like attempt it and fail. It's
Yeah.
not. But when you're just like on the same ground as them, dude, it was like I was watching number 87 for the Colts warm up, and he was just catching balls, and I'm like, that dude is fucking huge. and Wolf couldn't really see the number, and he's like, is that their D tackle or their linebacker? And I'm like, that's their wide receiver.
Oh my god. They're just
It's
different
such-
humans.
Yeah.
First and 15 here for the Jags. Quick pass to the left side on a wide receiver screen. Little bubble pass.
Looked
And
like
they're gonna get
Christian
about-
Kirk.
Yeah, 3 yards there.
They're going to try to – oh, that's Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
Calvin
Ridley's
Ridley
coming off.
limping off the field. He got injured in the end of I think two games ago. He got injured at the end of the game. He came back last week, and I think he's just still kind of dealing with it.
Yeah.
I love how they say they make it sound like he like gambling ruined his life. It's like, dude,
Well, that's why he
parlayed
picked 0 for the amount of money he made. And here's a pass from Trevor Lawrence. Quick completion there to the left. Going to be about 4 yards. That's what the 0's for, Kyle, for the amount of money he made on all the gambling he had last year.
Sorry, I was totally down a rabbit hole looking at the how many punt returns Christian Kirk has done, because I do think he's going to be their guy in the second half.
There you go. Kyle's already calling it. 3rd and 6 here for the Jags. In the shotgun is Trevor Lawrence. Takes the snap. Going to hand it off real quick to the right side to Travis Etienne. Oh, so close. It's going to be a 4th down. Depending on
Doug's going for it, dude.
Yeah.
Doug goes for it. If you know something about Doug, he's willing to go for it. Now the question is, with the Saints kicking all these field goals, why not kick get the points?
Mm-hmm.
Know what kind of game you're in. Like, yeah, getting it is very possible, but here you are on the road. if you get stopped, it's a huge momentum shift. Now it's a one possession game. They're not even going to be able to kick the field goal. I didn't even realize where they were at in the field. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, because he was Lawrence was on the sidelines there. They're at the 35.
Fake it again.
Not terrible. Yeah, right. Here's the punt. Let's see if they knock another guy into the returner here.
Great kick. That's the perfect punt.
Yes.
That is the perfect punt. By the time he catches it, he's taken his first step out of bounds. Perfect. And
Tyler saying, I have a personal counter for when Kyle talks about the Packers. It's every episode, folks.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of it.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid to take a stand. All right, so let me ask you this, all right?
6.
Right now, actually, it was 7, but let me ask the question. You might have gotten it right. The game right now, just looking at the, I gotta hit stats. Okay, no, overview. All right, here we go. So right now, Saints. Hold on, hold on. It's fucking. I hate ESPN. Absolutely hate ESPN. I'm an NFL.com guy. Everything's so much easier to navigate.
Yeah.
All right, so I was trying to pull up the box score right here. Stats. Here we go. All right. So for the Saints, because the Saints are coming out on the field right now, trying to make it a game. Derek Carr, 16 for 28, 138 yards. So not really struggling to throw the football, but also not really throwing the football. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, on pace for 276 yards. That's not bad at all. But no passing touchdowns, no rushing touchdowns. I'm starting to think this Jacksonville defense, like, you got to credit Jacksonville's defense for what they've been able to do when, bend but don't break.
Yep.
But at the same time, do you think this says more about Jacksonville's defense or the Saints' struggles that are continuing from the last couple of weeks in the red zone?
I don't want to take anything from the Jacksonville defense. I just think they're doing a really good job in the red zone. And again, it's like the Saints, who did they go against last week? I can't remember who they lost or
last week.
Texans. Both
the Texans,
defense. Yeah, both tough defenses they're going up against, but the fact that they can't punch it in the red zone is a worry for the offense. I don't want to take anything away from the Jags defense because they've been doing really, really well, especially the last 3 games, right? So I don't know. I just think it might be a Saints just a weird red zone offense that they're running in there. I think. I don't know. They seem to be throwing the ball a lot, but Kamara really is broken out this game in terms of he's returned and we're starting to call out his name, right? So I don't really know. I think the red zone offense is probably what's really weird about the Saints right now.
Do you think that there's going to be 2 more touchdowns scored in this game?
I think the Saints get one in garbage time, and I do think the Jags get another one. So
good, because I need the over 40 points to hit. 2nd and 10.
Derek Carr throws it, almost intercepted.
Why is Michael Thomas always looking like that?
He looks like shit, dude. He got injured, and then that was the end of Michael Thomas.
Which time? He got injured every year right before the games were about to kick off.
Yeah.
But, man, Doug Peterson's got to feel like, I like the chances of my team going to the Super Bowl. Isn't that crazy?
It is kind of weird to think about that as a Jags fan, too. 3rd and 10 for the Saints. Derek Carr looking to pass, moving left, passing over the middle. Intercepted on a tip.
Jacksonville.
Intercepted on a tip. Jacksonville's defense.
Still running. Did he get the corner? Touchdown!
Oh, he might have got the touchdown.
Touchdown!
Pick 6, it looks like right now on a tipped pass by look like maybe Shaheed. Wow.
And it is a touchdown for the moment. D for the P. Wow.
23-9 Jacksonville, and these Saints fans are looking rough right now. They're looking rough. See, Derek Carr poised in the pocket, throws it over the middle, and I think that was Shaheed. Had a hand on it, but I think credit to the defender too. He was it looked like he may have gotten a hand on that tipped it. And right now it looks like it may be a touchdown. I don't know where the ball was though, but I think it should be a touchdown. Yeah, the ball was clearly over the pylon there before he went out of bounds, and they're calling it a touchdown. Here's the kick. It's good. Jags are up 24-9. It's time to update the ticker. 24-9 Jags, still in the third quarter, and Peterson loves it. He loves what his defense is doing. We were just talking about the defense, Kyle. You said you think there's a 2-touchdown score. And what does defense say? I heard you motherfuckers. Here's a touchdown real quick.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, dude. And I was just thinking about it too. Because when I was making my strength of schedule, one of the big things that I was, figuring out was the analytical things that aren't being taken into consideration the way the NFL's already making it. So the way they do it is they take the win-loss records from the previous year, but look how much teams change one year to the next. The Texans are a totally different team. So you might have thought that they were going to be a D-level team based on last year, but now they're a C+. So it doesn't translate to the next year. And one of the things that is a huge variable that I added is what kind of game they play the previous week. Remember, Philly played Tampa in that kind of back and forth game, and they were kind of slacking against the Rams. And then Tampa lost because of that physical game against the Eagles. Yeah. Last week, this Texans team, they have a real defense. They beat the Saints, but they also it's a hard, quick 4-day turnaround when you play more physical teams. The Niners, the Eagles, and the Texans are becoming that. Meanwhile, Jacksonville, they played the Colts and they scored 40. They're feeling great right now. The Saints, they're as desperate as they are. There's nothing wrong with that throw Derek Carr made. He's just trying to get a first down. How many times do I say, just give the play a chance? That's what Derek Carr did, and that's kind of how it unfolds sometimes. I don't think you could be mad about that play. It's just a great defensive heads-up play.
Yeah, and you said it right, because both of these teams are, 3 days worth of rest. They both played Sunday. There's no unevenness, except, like you said, in terms of the teams they played. So Texans defense, much better than the Colts defense, and it's showing in 3 days turnover here. Casey saying Shaheed tipped it to the Jags. Oof. Indeed, oof. Jacksonville, somehow the underdogs.
You're going the wrong way. How would he know where we're going? He's drunk. Yeah, how would he know?
Look at these Jags fans. I love that. Look at that. Dude looks like a fucking Jaguar. I love it.
Captain Duval right there. Dude, I love that. I wish I could get paid to go to every Broncos game and be on TV. Holy shit. I can't believe that's a job.
That would be nice.
Dude, that job just makes me really mad that I don't have it.
What do you mean, dude? We get to talk about football and watch football, right?
No, it'd be awesome. But wouldn't it be cool if, there was one game I had to go to every week because I was,
that would be sick.
A paid fan? And imagine all the people they get to meet and bring on the podcast.
1st and 10 here for the Saints. Let's see if they can get something going here. Derek Carr looking to passing to the left side of the line. Michael Thomas still in bounds, makes it a 9-yard play.
Michael Thomas is back. Because of a 9-yard reception?
Literally 2 plays after we were like, what the fuck is Michael Thomas doing?
Did you see how he didn't go down? He still has that fight in him.
There we go. Dump it off to Kamara.
Go.
There we go. Kamara making the most of his opportunity there. 6:17 left in the third quarter.
We are exactly. You ready to hear this?
Oh, no. Oh no.
Alvin Kamara, 30 yards receiving in the second half is what we need.
Oh wow.
And that was what, 15 of them?
There's a pass there to Rashid
Uh-oh.
Shaheed. Makes up for it with a first down. That was about, I think that was about 15. Did he have a catch before, though, on their
I
last
don't know.
drive?
He didn't. Because trust
Okay.
me, I'm looking out for him.
Kyle's like, no, I know.
I know.
Yeah, 1st and 10 here for the Saints, moving the ball downfield. Some quick passes from Derek Carr into Jags territory in the shotgun is Derek Carr. Kamara off to his left side. Let's see what they can get done here. Hopefully keep the drive going and maybe turn it into a touchdown. But it's looking rough for the Saints offense right now in the shotgun.
No, right now they're moving.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
just
you're
in
right.
general.
In
I think.
general, yeah.
Yeah. Takes the snap, looking to pass with some pressure. Gets it to Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill just a
Ooh.
bulldozer. Bulldozer. Gets 6
Every
yards.
time I see him make a play, I'm like, that's what Tim Tebow could have been. By the way,
Yeah.
this gym I went to yesterday, they kicked my ass. It's called D1. Tim Tebow is actually a brand ambassador of it, and he was there last week.
Oh, wow.
Dude looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. Here's a pass from Carr to the right side of the line to Olave, complete for first.
So now, it's funny. It's funny because this game really does feel very well balanced and not boring.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time there's a chance for, like we saw Jacksonville do 2 3-and-outs in a row, and
Yeah.
that was like the boring point, but they still scored 24. So it's a really good game.
1st and 10 for Derek Carr at the 37
Yes!
of the Jags.
Yes,
There goes,
go,
there
go,
goes
go.
Kamara for about 3
Oh,
yards.
come on, Kamara. Fucking just get upfield. He was waiting so long and his patience
Kyle
pays
needs
up.
this $17. Come on.
No, Kamara is 115.
Mm.
115.
That was
All I
98
need
off.
him to have is 30 yards receiving in the second half.
That
So
was 98 off. How much more does he need?
that's what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, okay. 2nd and 7
Oh,
for
it's not
Derek
gonna
Carr.
tell me.
Derek Carr just gonna
Ooh.
take about
Love
3
that
yard
sack
rush there.
because it's
so,
not a sack.
Yeah,
I love
it's gonna
that.
be 3rd and 4 here. 3rd and manageable.
Third and
manageable.
4, 3rd and 5. I love this play right here when a quarterback has the awareness to know he's getting sacked and just take off and make it a 2-yard gain. Great play by Carr.
3rd and 6 here for the Saints. Let's see what they can do. Derek Carr gets a little pressure from his right side, dumps it off to Kamara for
Yes!
about 4-yard gain. Going to be a 4th and short at the 30, at the 25, it looks like. Let's see what Allen here wants to do. Derek Carr
What would
staying
you
out on
do?
the field right now. I'm going for it, dude. I'm going for it. Another dump off to Kamara.
Oh, dude. You trying to give me a chub?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you 2 chubs.
Oh, let me cross my legs. Another dump off to Kamara potentially happening. Dude, they have 41 on the defense.
4th and 2, and they're gonna toss it to Kamara for the first down and a little bit
Let's
more
go.
out
Let's
of bounds
go.
at around the 15. They are inside the red zone.
Let's go. And with a touchdown here, the over already hit.
There you go.
This game was really easy. Once in a while, the NFL gives you a softball.
Yeah, that's true. This one's a good one, and I don't know. It like some of the Thursday night football games from last year. Do you remember they were just like terrible? I think this year the NFL has done really well in their matchups.
Yeah.
1st and 10 here for Derek Carr under center. Got Kamara in the back. Gives it off to Kamara. Kamara running up the middle inside the hot zone.
You got to keep feeding him. He's the player.
Alvin.
He's the player that every time you give him the ball. Dude, I'm really happy this game's on primetime because there's a lot of games that I miss just because I'm not watching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I watch the highlights, but to really watch the whole game, to me, this game tells me that like Kamara is not he's not washed.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to admit that I was kind of there with him. Like from a guy that had him on his fantasy football team all of last year and tried to drop him and they wouldn't let me. You know what I mean? Because he was like a first pick or something.
Yeah, he was that good in terms of value.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, that kind of sucks. What's up?
I'm going to call you EWH or EW for short because that's just too long of a name.
We got
Cheers.
E-Dub.
Welcome to the
E-Dub.
stream. E-Dub. E-Dub is in the chat.
E-Dub.
E-Dub.
Saxonville. He wasn't even here earlier when I mentioned Saxonville,
Yeah.
and he comes in with the Saxonville 10 out of 10 with intro respect. Good
Love
job,
that.
E-Dub.
Saxonville is for real. E-Dub says, let's go. Let's go.
They are for real.
I'm going to go D
for
for
the P.
P here real quick.
D for the P. D for the P. Well, if you guys are just joining us, Jacksonville has had a handle in this game, but as predicted, the Saints not going out without a fight right now, driving to try to make this a one-possession game. They are at home. Anything's possible. I think they end up getting a touchdown this drive, but I also see Jacksonville responding and just kind of they pull in, Jacksonville pulls out. They pull in, they keep going. Like I kind of see it going back and forth. The over/under at 40. Right now we got 33 points scored, so a touchdown and an extra point is going to take it to 40. The over/under was at 40.5. So a lot of people that took the over probably super stoked. And the people that took the under probably at this point in the night already know that they're screwed. But we didn't. So what I did strategically was I put two bets in. One was for the Saints to win money line, but Travis Etienne to score a touchdown and the game to be under 40.5 points. And the reason I did that was because I believe the only way the Saints were going to win this game is if defensively they kept it very low scoring. All of the other four bets that are placed, all are Jacksonville to win the game and the over. So it's actually been a really, really, really fun game to watch. And it's been a while since we've had really good, the Broncos-Chiefs game was really close, but it felt like a blowout. And we'll talk about that later because I have something I want to say about that, about why it felt like a blowout when it was a 9-point game.
Which game was this?
The Broncos and Chiefs last week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. I'm super excited. We got an episode coming at you right after the game. We're going to do our predictions and conspiracies, so definitely tune back in.
2nd and 4 here for the Saints. Derek Carr going to fake the handoff. Oh, no, that's Taysom Hill running it himself. On a 2nd and 4, gets about a yard. I got to remember, Derek Carr wears the sleeve on the left arm, and Taysom Hill is just a white guy.
Dude, I was just about to say, he's the other white guy. And then I was like, no, I won't. And then you were like, Taysom Hill's just the other white guy.
The other white guy, number 7, the other white guy. Derek Carr, on the sidelines next to Jameis Winston. Looks like Taysom Hill. They're going to go with Taysom Hill. 3rd and 3, Taysom Hill takes the snap. He's going to run it himself. Moving left. Oh, they're going to get the first. They're going to get the first. You wish that he would transfer the ball to the left hand there to try to get a stiff arm to really, get that first down. But either way, he got it.
He got it, and that's all that matters. Look at number 99 lined up as the H-back. He becomes the lead blocker.
You'll love it.
And still enough speed on Taysom Hill to get the edge with the linebacker chasing him down for, he needed 2. He got 3 yards. Now we need that Alvin Kamara anytime touchdown. Let's go.
1st and goal here for Derek Carr. Takes a snap. Looking to throw.
Come on,
throwing
Kamara.
left. Tipped in the air.
Dude.
Oh, that was dangerous.
That was dangerous. On Kamara. He runs a button hook. There's a flag on the play. He runs a button hook. The play's not there, but he makes no effort to
move around.
And find some space. Like, come on. I mean, it's a red zone, so you don't want to move too much into someone else's space.
Yeah.
But something. Fucking shrug. Oh, my God. It's going to be an automatic first down on the 1 yard line.
On the 1 yard line.
Well, half distance to the goal, so they're on the 5.
Okay.
It'll be at the 2.5.
Alvin Kamara all day. They are now in the point of no return.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. He was just a little late on the throw. Oh, damn. He got Moreau badly on that one. Here we go. First and goal. Alvin Kamara gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Sorry, Kyle. Sorry.
It's all good. I don't care.
Did you guys hear the pain in his voice?
25 seconds left in the half.
Oh, he gets stopped by his own guy.
Oh, even
Number
worse.
70. That sucks. Well, that fucking blows. Here we go.
Pitch it.
Derek Carr gives it to Alvin Kamara.
Oh, shit.
Stopped. Oh, my God. What
No,
a
but
stop.
he's on the 1-inch line.
Yeah.
You just
that
give
was
it back
close.
to him. You run that play because you're going for it. They're definitely going for it here.
Here we go. Third and goal.
You're
Dennis
going into
Allen.
the fourth quarter, dude. You got to go for it. Let's see where this ball.
Boom. I think it's like at the half-yard line. Yeah.
That might actually be at the 1-yard line. That was actually he wasn't as far. I would like to see Kamara in space, man. That's why I said pitch it. It's like, look, you're getting beat up front defensively. Every time you run up, you're getting beat in the trenches. Give him some space to work with and let him use his legs and elusiveness to. And I'm normally not a big pitch person because it's like, if it goes south, now all of a sudden you're not in, go for it territory because now you're on the 7-yard line or the 5-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you have a back like Kamara, I mean, they did the right thing. They gave him the ball, but I would like to see him maybe even stretch the handoff a little bit, right up the middle. But did you see the way he jumped through right when he got the ball?
Yeah.
He jumped through. I think if you do that again, maybe he. What would you do? Would you just ask him to do that one more time, or would you get fancy with it and pitch it?
It's tough because he's already been stopped twice. Yes, one was by his own lineman, and the second one was a real actual stop. But I don't know, man. It just – I don't know if I would ask him to do it again, but I don't know if I would pass it because the passing in the red zone has just been terribly inefficient. Terrible. Right?
You got to run it.
Yeah, I think you do have to run it. Yeah, I think you ask him again. Go for it. Yeah, you have to go for it here on the run. The pass has been bad. Derek Carr's not made good decisions, and you got that tipped one there, so it could have almost been an interception had someone been there for the Saints. So, yeah, run the ball. Just run the ball.
Is Calvin Ridley out or what for the Jags?
Let me double-check because he was limping
Calvin
to
Ridley,
the
Michael
sidelines.
Calvin Ridley tonight watching with his uniform on from the stands. Calvin Ridley must be gambling again. Is he even playing? He was injured.
Yeah, it looked like he was limping there on his only catch, I think, of the night.
I'll tell you where I whiffed big time. I get a lot of my off-season takes right simply because I keep up with the NFL when the rest of the world stops.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Calvin Ridley would be a top 5 wide receiver this year. And I would have drafted him myself, if I could have. So
Calvin Ridley tonight. Invisible.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here yet. Let me see the latest.
See what happens here. Kind of in a position where everything that happens, I win.
Yeah. I mean, they're just saying that they're not giving him the ball, so it just might be that they're not giving him the ball. Here's third and goal at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Third and goal for the Saints. Derek Carr in their center. Gonna pitch it to Kamara out to the left side. Oh, not enough.
Oh, he tried to get that hand down
Nowhere near enough.
Honestly, the fact that he was able, because it looked like Jacksonville was playing that.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he was, that wasn't fourth down.
That was third.
Oh, I see. I thought that this was fourth down for some reason.
No, that was.
I thought
third
Jacksonville just stopped him.
Oh,
that block right there by 87, Morrow, who just got back, he's the reason this didn't go work. His job was to go out and hit 54, or no, that's 41.
Yeah.
That's here we go. They're gonna go for it.
Go fourth and goal. It looks like Taysom Hill And Taysom Hill's going to run it in for a touchdown. Saints, touchdown. Finally, the Saints get a touchdown. In the fourth quarter, Taysom Hill takes it for a rushing touchdown.
All right. So Jacksonville with an extra point will move this to a one-score game. This is one of those games that kind of feels like Jacksonville's been winning the whole time, but here the Saints are in the fourth quarter at home, down one possession. But I think this is when you get Trevor Lawrence and the maturity, right, of him being in this year 3 now. I think he's comfortable. He drives down, scores another touchdown, to be honest. Like, it just seems like they've been able to. Oh my God, he missed it. That was the over-under. Oh my God. I'm like, dude, it's fucking rigged. It is so rigged. If like, because that's been happening lately, like exactly like ETN's 2 yards short. Yeah. The over-under hit. I was 1 point off because I said Denver wasn't gonna lose by, it was 11 and they lost by 12. And I've just been on the. Maybe it's just a game that just is very, very, it comes down to these, minuscule things, but you really notice them when that you need that 1 point and it bounces off the upright.
Or when you miss a fucking field goal.
The 3 points are off. The over would have hit already.
Yeah.
It'd
be 24-19, a more doable or a more attainable one-score game,
Yeah, absolutely. So, Kamara, no touchdown yet. Same with Calvin Ridley.
Casey said, first touchdown for the good guys.
First touchdown for the good guys.
Good? Get it? Oh, I thought I updated the banner.
It's a ticker, damn it.
The ticker. There we go. Jags 24, Saints 16, up by a score. Here's the kick.
Tyler, I can cash out right now for $360. So, if you want me to cash out, tell me in the chat you've made $160 in the last 2 hours.
Hey, everyone in the chat, if you want Kyle to cash out, F's in the chat. F's in the chat. F's.
Well, it's not up to me. It's not my bet. Let me know, though, if you want me to, guys.
Yeah.
Would you cash out?
We're going to do it right now. We're going to take a crowdsourced cash out. Tyler said, fuck you, Kyle. All right, here's a 1st and 10 for the Jags at their own 25. They're going to snap the ball, hand it off to Etienne, moving off to the left side.
Ooh,
great
good
lane.
Run.
First down. Tyler said F.
F in the chat. F in the chat. I'm trying to see, okay, everything.
Tyler said I should have never given him my money.
What? I thought that was like the most kind thing. What kind of bookie calls you and they're like, hey, just so you know, you're up 160, I can take out. That is like some next level shit.
That's some next level shit. All right, 1st and 10 for the Jags here at their own 36-yard line. Takes the snap, Lawrence. Fake handoff, going to throw, rolls out to the left side. He's going to run it himself for a few yards.
Oh,
moves
did you
up
see
the
the
middle.
fake pitch?
5 yards. That was good.
Do you see the fake pitch there at the end? He moves the ball into his left hand and goes like that.
Yeah,
I loved
it. I loved it. That was good. Look,
every 40-year-old dad playing flag football, right here, 20 yards past the line of scrimmage, still faking the throw. It's like, dude, we all know you can't throw it here. But I might. But I fucking might.
2nd and 6 for Lawrence. 3 rushes for 39 yards already.
Nice.
In the shotgun. Etienne to his right. Moves guy to the right side. Hands it off to Etienne. Etienne's going to get swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Is he all right?
It's going to be about 3rd and 9,
Slow
3rd and
to
8.
get up.
Yeah.
He might just be a little tired, a little winded. They've been using him a lot today, and that's I said earlier he's the number 1 rusher in the NFL. He's the leading rusher in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
We're past small sample size. He's a lot of what Jacksonville does.
Yeah.
And he came out to play today. Right now he's got 20 points fantasy already in a PPR league. 20.6. You got to be feeling good if you selected ETN this year.
And Saints defense playing inspired now, knowing they're only down 1 score. 3rd and 8 here for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun takes a snap. Looking to pass here. Little pressure up the right side. Going to take it himself. Gets
Not going to get
about
there.
a yard. Number 90 for the Saints going, no first downs here.
Oh. Oh man,
Saints fans,
the
that's
cash
what I'm not
out,
sure about.
the cash out option just dropped $20.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That's it.
ETN still talking to somebody about something about his body. It's not good.
Great sideline reporting by Kyle. They're going for the punt here, 4th and 7 for the Jags. This has turned into a game with 11.5 left in the 4th. Punt going to the right and right around the 7-yard line is where the Saints are going to start.
So the Saints with a whole field to go, they've been able to move on Jacksonville's defense. Let's not act like they can't get anything going or anything, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they've been able to move. I mean, their first few field goals were technically in the red zone, so they're able to move downfield. It's just a matter of getting a touchdown at this point, which, again, we go back to the last couple weeks before this game. That was something they're struggling to do and have struggled to do in this game, but they did finally get their first score with that Taysom Hill rushing touchdown.
All right, so scoring offense by quarter. Okay, we're going to go offense by quarter and see where the Saints rank in the 4th quarter. Look, when it comes to ranking per quarter, it's a little skewed because if you have a big lead, you may be running the ball. Like the Chiefs have a low 4th quarter point score, but that's because they were up by 40 against the Bears and were running the football. Yep. And so, take it for what it's worth. But right now, Kansas City's ranked 31st still. Wow. But Jacksonville's ranked 5th. So Jacksonville's been in probably a lot closer games, but it does show that they're able to score in the 4th quarter. Denver's number 3 because they wait until the 4th quarter to start playing football. And it's always too little too late.
They always realize, they're like, oh shit, we're in a football game. Let's get some points.
And then New Orleans, though. New Orleans, where are they ranked? It's good for
30th.
Tyler. Good for Jags? Yes, 29. 29th. They're averaging 3.5 points in the 4th quarter per game.
Wow.
Last week against the Texans, they scored 0 in the 4th quarter.
Oof. You hate to see that.
In their last 3, they're averaging 4.3, which isn't much better than 3.3. You basically, the way it's gone this year is you'd be lucky to get 7 more points on the board if you're the Saints going against this Jacksonville team. But it is prime time. You are at home. I could see the Saints getting a touchdown, but I'm just saying, up to this point in the season, this has not been a 4th quarter team by any means.
Let's see if they can change that starting in this game on Thursday Night Football. Kyle, do they score in the 4th quarter?
I think I don't know. I have no fucking idea. All right, I'll say it. I don't know.
1st and 10 here. Derek Carr hands it off to Kamara. Just to the line of scrimmage, forward progress. That's what they're going to call it. That was a rough one. There was nothing there. Kamara, usually a guy who's able to make something happen, couldn't do anything there.
And it's so hard to predict because it seems like anybody's capable of anything at any time in this game.
Yep. And here's the pass to Olave. Olave going to take it for about 6 yards there.
Let's see how Olave's doing for Daddy.
Don't say that. Let's see how Olave's doing for Daddy here.
Over 10 points.
3rd and 5 for the Saints in the shotgun. Derek Carr takes the snap. Going deep.
Oh my God.
Deep for nobody. Going deep for absolutely nobody.
Derek Carr's starting to get fired up because he knows he's on prime time. He knows the cameras are looking at him, and he wants to show the world that he's passionate. He did his training, and these players aren't going where they need to go.
Olave.
I don't love the leadership style. In general, I understand he's mad, but
Oof.
you don't want to publicly. You don't
What
want to
are
do
you
that
doing?
publicly. Save that. Get to the sideline. If they catch you doing it on the sideline, so be it.
Mm-hmm. And
What
then
the fuck? Who's their punter?
I don't
What's-
know. Ooh,
Wow, this
not
guy's
a bad
awesome.
punt. Not a bad punt. Gets to about the 25
Did we just have an
line.
emergency punter come into the game?
Medley? Bedley?
I'm on it.
Yeah, Derek Carr pulling a Dable and being just yelling on the sidelines on prime time. Remember
Yeah,
Dable
that's
did
already trending
that
on
last
Twitter.
week. What's up?
I said that's already trending on Twitter. The clip of him being like,
Yeah. And he pulls a Dable, which as a head coach, I feel like it's a little more different than a player, right? Because, I don't know, I feel like the players can kind of do that to each other. And you saw earlier with Kamara, like, what are you doing, right? Like, you're supposed to be here. And Kamara came up to him and was like, hey, man, that's my bad. I feel like Olave may have done the same thing after that yelling by
dude,
Derek Carr.
That's their punter. That's just their punter. Lou Headley. He wears number 39. Oh,
Here's a
shit.
little end around here. And was that Agnew?
Face mask?
Agnew's not going to go anywhere.
Agnew isn't going anywhere, but it's good to see him back in the game because he was the player that got fucked up on that punt return.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
all of the injuries we've seen, because we've seen our fair share. We saw Kamara kind of shake something off. Everybody's come back into this game, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. No big injuries so far. That's great to see.
Look
He's
at him
going to
still
Olave.
yelling at Olave. He's like, this
Oof, I don't-
motherfucker doesn't want to learn.
That didn't look friendly, I guess. 2nd and 11 here for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence takes a snap, going deep to the right side, and it was caught. But was he in?
That was Ridley. Look how good, dude. Ridley
And they're
is
not gonna call
so
it
talented.
Oh wait, they are going to
What?
call it a catch. No, they're
No.
not.
This is such a amazing catch. Was his first leg inbounds?
His foot may have been out of
Here's
bounds.
a better angle. 1, 2. Wait,
Oh,
that's a catch.
That's close.
That's a fucking catch.
That's close.
Dude, you're Doug Peterson. You got to feel good about your dude. You got to challenge this. I'm sorry. That's a gap
That's
play.
so close.
Game altering play. I know acronyms. This
Gap.
is
Gay American people. 3rd and 11 for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun, going over the middle, deep, incomplete.
There
and
it
there's
is.
Flags all day.
What happens
Flags
in
all
that
day.
5 seconds that doesn't get thrown between throwing the flag and not throwing the flag? Like,
But they're saying uncatchable. The Saints are saying uncatchable here. As the BJ is getting a
uncatchable.
word.
Uncatchable. Why? Because he threw it too high?
Defense, pass interference.
You can't measure that.
I'll give you something to measure.
All right.
Agnew.
Did we just make out?
Agnew, the intended receiver, just hit on the play.
Well, he couldn't even run his route. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like you can make a case that they just got tripped up, incidental contact, all that. But
1st and 10, they're going to give it to Etienne.
you know what I mean, though?
Rush for about 2 yards. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like there's the pass interference, and then the play ends, and then the players start going like this, and then about 2 full seconds after, 2 flags get thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It seems really quick, but it's really not when you think about it. Like if you saw it, why doesn't it get thrown in that moment? And what happens in those 2 seconds? I wonder if they have an earpiece that's like throw the flag, from New York. I'm not kidding.
Here's the handoff to Etienne to the right side. Etienne almost with a first down. Gets about 6 yards there.
I guess Alvin Kamara is not going to get those 10 yards. It's all right, though, because we won $100 if the Jags win.
There we go. There's something. Derek Carr looking angrily at a 3rd and 1 for the Jags, wishing Olave had been down the field for a possible completion. Trevor Lawrence is under center. Etienne in the backfield. 3rd and 1. Very important 3rd and 1. Going to hand it off to Etienne. And
what a run!
Oh,
What
that's
a
close.
run!
That's close.
ETN, man, he's been so clutch for
Wow,
so many moments.
Is close. The spot is close.
You remember in the Jags playoff game against the Chargers, it was a misdirection to ETN that actually put Jacksonville in, and it was the same type of play where it was like, that misdirection. I didn't see if that one was a misdirection or not.
4th and inches for the Jags.
They got it.
7:46 left in this fourth quarter. A very important 4th and inches right here, even with 7:30 left. In the shotgun, hand it off to Etienne, and
he got it.
Might have been stopped.
He got it. Forward progress. He got it. He absolutely got it.
Ref is saying Saints ball.
It was inches, and he was further than the line of scrimmage. What are we at, centimeters? We got to at least look at it and get a measure.
Are they going to do it? Let's see. Etienne and Trevor Lawrence kind of pushes them a little bit.
You're telling me the ball didn't go past that 1 inch?
You lose Etienne in that
17
pile there, so I don't know.
Bill, I see what you're saying. I see what they're saying. But even watching that replay, to me, it looked, I don't know. I mean, look, at the bare minimum, you got to measure it. You got to determine where the ball was at its furthest point, wherever you deem forward progress to end. You got to drop the ball from that point, and you got to measure it. It's inches. You have to do that. If it's ever 4th and inches in the game and the play isn't a negative play, then I think it should be measured every time.
That was tough, but they are saying Saints ball. I don't know if are they going to measure it?
Trying to pull the Saints back into it, man.
I mean, hey, Roger Goodell, hand over the or finger over the button. He's like, nope, didn't make it.
They're still they would still have to score and go for 2. So I mean, you like your chances, if you're Jacksonville, and plus, I don't really feel that confident about New Orleans being able to stop Jacksonville. Like, they just stopped them there, but how much time did they lose, which is so valuable?
Yeah,
you really think?
I was gonna say, I don't even think the Saints feel confident in their offense right now.
No,
in terms of getting 2 points, like they're lucky to get a touchdown. They got their first touchdown in the fourth quarter. You want them to score a touchdown and get 2. Wow, that's gonna be a tall order, if you will.
And that would actually sprinkle in overtime. But that's assuming Jacksonville wouldn't respond, which I don't think is safe to assume. D for the P.
D for the P for Kyle. A little tired. Don't know if you guys could tell from that, but a little tired. So let's see. They're coming back to the game. Saints defense is celebrating. Yeah, look, like, did he move inches? Probably, but it just, they stopped him. That's where they're calling it, the forward progress. That's where they're calling it. No first down. Got a 1st and 10 here for the Saints.
Holy shit, we still need help in Kamara to get some receiving yards here.
There you go. Over the middle. Derek Carr to Michael Thomas. Whoa, hey, who showed up? Michael Thomas showed up.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Michael's back. Tell the French. 1st and 10
That's
here on at the 36 of the Jags.
Oh my God, he tripped again.
Over to the right side, complete to Taysom Hill in the wide receiver slot. Taysom Hill coming up clutch for the Saints, and they are moving the ball.
Taysom Hill is that guy that was like, I played both ways, but like he's still doing it. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about, Kyle? 1st and 10 here. Inside the red zone, Derek Carr takes the snap, looking to pass to the left side.
Touchdown!
Oh! It looks like a touchdown. I don't think he got in, though.
Touchdown. Yeah, touchdown.
Don't think he got in.
Touchdown Saints. Touchdown Saints.
Don't think he got in.
There it is.
Michael Thomas touchdown for the first
If
time.
you're a Saints fan, don't let Rick talk you out of it. That was a beautiful touchdown. It's all right. It's going to be a good game, but Trevor Lawrence is going to respond, no doubt.
Thomas with a touchdown for the first time in about 36 years. There you go. There you go. One. Oh, it does. Touchdown. Knee gets down. Touchdown.
I know a touchdown when I see one.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle. Oh, and here we go for two. Here we go for two. Shut the fuck up, Kyle. Derek Carr in the shotgun with some motion on his left side. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Quick pass. Touchdown, Alvin Kamara.
Are those receiving yards? Are those receiving yards?
That's a whole 3 yards of receiving yards. And he gets into the crowd. He wants to become the crowd. He wants to be the crowd. The Saints have just tied the game 24-24. And it's time to update
the ticker.
the ticker.
I'm canceling.
Wow.
Dude, I literally was like, should I pull out of this bet?
What was the bet?
You're
again?
up. It was $200 on Jacksonville to win straight up, and it was up to, if you pull out, it was at 360. If Jacksonville wins, it's like 440 or something. But it was like you're already up 140. You know, it's like, hey, I'll take it out.
And Tyler said, I'm canceling your flight.
My dad's turning 50 this weekend.
Nice.
So,
the Super Bowl the Denver Broncos won.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you associate that with that. Yeah, so that's pretty cool to surprise your dad for his 50th birthday, you know. Got family flying in from Wisco.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Honestly, I'm tired of traveling. I
bet, dude. I bet.
I am so tired of traveling, but
Kyle's been literally to all of the United States in 6 days. He traveled
7.
to each state in 6 days. Can you imagine that? And there's about, 6:38 left in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville, who's basically been going downfield and scoring all game, has another chance to do so after the Saints tie it up 24-24. You think they take up the entire time, Kyle, or do they get there pretty quickly?
I'm not sure about how fast it happens, but I do. Jacksonville takes the lead on this drive for sure. 1st
and 10 at their own 25. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun takes a snap. Quick pass to the left side. Going to get 4 yards there on the reception.
I will tell you, though, whether you took the Saints or the Jags to win this game, the 1.5 spread, with this score, with this much time left, one of these teams is winning by 3 or 4.
Yeah, easily. Derek Carr there, a little happier than he was before in the first 3 quarters of this game. Cam Jordan for the Saints trying to get a sack here on Trevor Lawrence. 2nd and 7 for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. Etienne to his left side. 3 receivers to his right. Takes the snap. Looking to pass over the middle. Getting some pressure, running himself up the middle to the left side of the line.
Dude, he's going to be the leading rusher. He's going to be the leading rusher. And I said those lanes are going to be – remember in the first quarter? I was like, those lanes will be there because it's not part of the game plan.
And I believe that was his 4th rush, and that looked to be about 20 yards, so probably 60 range right around now.
Oh, really? You think he's in the 60 range?
Yeah, because he was at 39 yards and 3 rushes, I believe, and that was 20.
Oh, wow.
So.
Yeah. He's a factor.
Yeah.
His legs, who would have thought?
63 yards on 5 rushes. 1st and 10 for Trevor Lawrence. Going to fake it. Give it to Calvin Ridley on the end around. Calvin Ridley, not enough on that. Gets to the line of scrimmage, if at all.
Dude, you got 2 guys that had a head start to seal the edge. Two different Jaguars. And look at this right here at the bottom of your screen. Fuck 6. Look at the bottom of your screen. Right here, you got 17 and 79.
Oh, yeah.
And Evan Ingram just completely missed the assignment. And because of that, it goes for nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
But had that block been set, that was set up for at least 15 to 20 yards.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. Passing to the right side. Incomplete to Calvin Ridley. And
Jaguars.
They're trying to get Ridley involved. They're trying to get him involved.
I was just about to say that. I was going to say Jacksonville clearly checking their Twitter feed when the defense is on the field, noticing that the world's kind of trolling and trying to feed him the ball right now. It makes sense.
Look at that guy with a mullet. What a mullet that guy had.
Why does Derek Carr always look like that? I like Derek Carr, but his eyes don't match his head or something.
Yeah.
It's something I can't figure it out.
Trevor Lawrence on a 3rd and 10. 4:43 left in this game. Let's see what they do at about the 49 of the Saints. Back to pass. Pressure going deep. He's got somebody.
Oh my God.
Tip pass into the out of
bounds. What are you doing? Why that play right there?
I don't know if you do that there.
It's
4th and 10. Jags are going to punt.
It's 4th and 10, and you're not even taking a shot on a 50-50 coverage. This is a double team situation. This is literally free play type of throw.
And again, Calvin Ridley there, the target.
Just didn't throw it high enough. He was trying to beat the safety there, which it looked like he might have been able to, but it's just the margin for error on that type of play. All right, but Jacksonville's defense, dude. Oh.
Yeah, they got to step it up here.
There.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left. Derek Carr and the Saints offense is going to start at around the 10-yard line. Wow. What a series of events that was.
Yeah, that's primetime football.
That Taysom Hill catch on that touchdown drive, though, was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Really look
the
at
run?
It. Wow. Yeah. No. The catch from Taysom Hill off to the right side.
Oh, yeah,
that was huge.
No, he's played a huge role in this game. I mean, even you run it to Kamara 3 times in a row, and you don't get the touchdown. In comes Taysom Hill to fix it.
1st and 10 at their own 10. Derek Carr in the shotgun takes a snap, looking to pass, looking left. Quick pass over the middle, incomplete.
Come on.
To Olave. Wow. Olave.
Pass rush needs to be better.
Great.
I was really saying come on because it looked like Kamara right here. He was the safe place, but that ball was just a little too behind his receiver.
Yeah.
You got to catch that, though. We've seen Olave do that twice.
Derek Carr, quick dump off to Taysom Hill for about 5 yards, 6 yards on that reception. They're looking at a 3rd and 4.
They're like, hey, let's just get all quarterbacks in the game. Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston, all of you.
Yeah.
Get in there.
3rd down, 3rd and 4 for the Saints. Derek Carr in the shotgun, takes a snap, immediate pressure, gets out of it, running to the right side.
Oh, my God. Kamara was wide open. Oh, my God.
Rashid Shaheed. Oh, no. Derek Carr looks to have had an injury there.
Oh, my God, dude.
Wow.
The open field in front of Kamara, if he makes this throw, is 40 yards.
Wow. Was it off to the left side? Where was it?
You're gonna see right here. Okay, good. They're gonna highlight Kamara here, so you'll see. So he rolls out. Kamara's like, I don't know what you want me to do, and then he figures it out, and then he stays put.
Yeah.
He stays put, and he goes like this.
And Derek Carr on that, when he was trying to escape the pressure there, it looked like he pulled his groin.
Oof.
He was touching right around his left ball there, as he was like, "Yo, come touch my ball."
You're so close to the sideline. You might as well just like get off the field so the game can continue.
Yeah.
It's so funny when they do that. Take the knee right where if they went one more yard,
they wanted that extra time. Yeah. But hey,
you think strategic?
Yeah. And we're gonna get Taysom Hill though. Taysom Hill again scored the touchdown, had a huge catch there on the touchdown drive. Oh, well, that was a punt. Never mind. Agnew takes it right to the 46-yard line of the Saints. A short field for the Jags offense to work with. Good job, Agnew. Good job.
I don't know if you're Agnew to this podcast, but if you are, Agnew is a pretty good punt returner.
Yep. And also, if you are Agnew to this podcast, make sure to subscribe and like.
punt return, net yards per return.
What a return there, because it
Yeah.
looked like just a straight boot to the guy, and he took it.
Here's an interesting stat to bring up. NFL team opponent net yards per successful punt. Okay.
Okay.
NFL opponent net yards per successful punt. So I guess that's how many yards the ball gets returned. You know what I mean? Like on a successful punt. New Orleans is ranked number 1.
Really?
Yeah. So I think what this stat really is like if you punt it to the 1 yard line, Jacksonville, what they do on that drive will go into the average. Let's say they went 99 yards and scored, then 99 is what happened following the punt.
Oh,
so,
okay, I see.
In New Orleans' case, it's the only reason I tried to figure this out is because they're number 1 in the league after punting the football. So when they punt the ball, they've been getting the most out of their defense, which probably makes them feel a little more confident punting in this situation. Not that they had much of a choice.
Yeah.
But still, like New Orleans defense has been in this situation before, and they've come through. Now I think Jacksonville drives down and wins in this scenario, but it's set up to be fun.
This is going to be a good last 4-ish minutes of this game. Something we didn't really expect either, because we thought like Jacksonville's going to score right here. Jacksonville's going to score some more, and we didn't think that the Saints were even going to be anywhere near close to tying this game, and here they are. Do the Jags score on this one here, Kyle?
Yep. Brandon McManus is going to kick the game-winning field goal.
There we go. There we go. And they're going to take up the entire time. Both teams with all their timeouts, but Jags are going to take as much time as they need to right here in this drive.
Yeah, no doubt. And Calvin Ridley. A lot of people hoping Calvin Ridley plays a big role. Maybe he gets the game-winning touchdown so people, can stop with the memes. That must suck losing and then seeing like the world meme you. You know what I mean?
I actually don't need that to happen because the guy I'm playing against fantasy right now has Calvin Ridley, and I'm good with him having 1.5 points. I'm good. I'm good with that. Trevor Lawrence, 146 yards first half, only 12 passing yards in his second half. So let's see if he can make it count here in the second half. Quick little pass to Travis Etienne to the left side. Travis Etienne takes for about 2 yards there on the 1st and 10.
And right now, you got to be thinking that New Orleans is with 3:30 and all 3 timeouts. They're probably only waiting to see what happens after the second down to burn a timeout. Let's see. They might even burn one right here.
3 minutes, 27 seconds left. If you guys are joining us just now, tied up. Jacksonville Saints 24-24. It's a 2nd and 8 here for Jacksonville. They're trying to get at least within field goal range to be up by 3 at minimum.
Did he go out of bounds on that play?
They want a touchdown. What?
Did he go out of bounds on that play?
On the
previous play?
I don't know if they took.
Why is the clock stopped at 3:27?
No idea, actually.
Both teams still have 3 timeouts as it reads, but the clock is stopped at 3:27, so I don't know what's going on.
As well as a play clock too, so I'm not sure what happened there.
And then I saw it go from 3:28, and then 4 seconds later it went to 3:27.
Game is stopped because of what?
The game is going to be stopped to determine the time. That's what they said.
Oh, okay. Look at those Saints fans going crazy. All right, clock has begun. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun here at the 46-yard line of the Saints. Looking to pass over the middle to Christian
there he goes.
Kirk for a first down to the 30,
all the way
to the 20,
touchdown!
to the 10, to the 5, touchdown! Jacksonville Jaguars touchdown! Christian Kirk from a pass from Trevor Lawrence. Wow. Just like that. Jags are up 30-24.
48 yards, 3 plays. All this talk about the Saints defensively, forget about it. It took 3 plays and you knew it was going to happen too.
Yep.
You knew it. No one's shocked about this at all. And now the Saints are going to have to respond quickly. And with this Derek Carr situation, it's like, is Derek Carr coming back into this game in this situation with the season? I mean, look, this game is the difference between a winning and losing record for the Saints. So,
Yeah.
I mean, in a situation like this, does Derek Carr come back in? It depends how significant the injury is. But you said you saw Jameis Winston on the sideline earlier?
Yeah, I did see him. He was in his jersey, not in pads, not ready to play by any means. So Taysom Hill is the backup. That's what's going to happen if Derek Carr can't go. By the way, I don't know if you saw, but one of the Saints defenders here on the replay, look at how he takes out his other two guys. Boom, right there.
Yeah.
He took out the other two guys chasing Christian Kirk by diving at his feet. You got to reward the effort, but also you took out two of your guys. Kind of a dick move.
Kind of a dick move. Man, and that
D for P.
That's what's so cool about it is you see Doug Peterson going into year 2 at this Jacksonville team is that when they're in these situations, they need a touchdown, less than 5 minutes left. The momentum has shifted kind of to New Orleans, that they can come out and deliver. This team's ready. They're ready for the playoffs. They're ready to be in these type of games in January. And Derek Carr will run out onto the field, not limping too bad on his run out. So it's going to be Derek Carr with 3:08 and all 3 timeouts for the Saints to drive down. And now here's what could happen. It doesn't happen a lot, but maybe the Saints would go for 2 if they were able to score. We'll see what happens. This defense for Jacksonville's nasty. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Derek Carr over the middle to Taysom Hill all the way down to looks like the 44, 45 yard line. So nearing midfield in just one play. Kamara in the backfield.
Wow. 1st and 10, Derek Carr in the shotgun takes a snap on a 1st and 10, looking to pass off to Kamara. Kamara's going to get a first down on this one. Did you get the yards? Did you get the yards yet?
I think that was his first one of the game, but he had that other one that was, what was the other one, 9 yards?
Yeah, I think so.
And
Something
then
like
that one was 10, so 20. We need 35.
Second and inches here. Derek Carr takes a snap off to Kamara to the left side. Kamara going to take it for about 6 yards. 6 yards there.
Let's go. I just want Kamara to get the yards and Jacksonville to win, and that's it.
Oh, man. What a game this turned out to be. Here comes a 2-minute warning for the Saints. Derek Carr mad he could not get the playoff.
Derek Carr stayed mad today.
He is angry today. I kind of like the fire. Not going to lie.
I do too. It reminds me of Tom Brady.
Yeah, and Derek Carr, not a guy who really shows that on the field. He's more of like, I love my teammates. He showed that in Vegas with the Raiders. But I kind of like this because he knows we're supposed to win this division in the NFC South, right?
Right.
We're 3-3. The Bucs are leading the division right now. We need this win to be the leaders that we thought we were, us and the entire NFL thought we were going to be going into this season, right? So they need this win, and Derek Carr's showing that fire, and I really like that.
Who do you got winning the game? Here we go. The game's on the line. Jags win it?
Jags win it, baby. Jags win it.
And Tyler said, damn, Carr's yelling at the coaches on the sideline over there. I mean, it's one thing to be fired up, but you can't underestimate the power of poise. You're down, a 2-minute warning, game-winning drive. Love the fire, but also fucking calm down a little bit.
2-minute warning, 1st and 10 here for the Saints. The Saints are in Jaguars territory, I believe. They're close to it, if not. Let's see what Derek Carr and the Saints, they're at the 41 of the Jags. Let's see what they can do here. 2 minutes left, 1st and 10. They need a score. Takes a snap. Derek Carr looking right. Quick little pass to his right side to Rashid Shaheed for about 8 yards. So they're looking at a second and short.
A strip sack, an interception, something like that. This defense, most turnovers most takeaways of any defense in the league. Can they get one in these type of moments? That's when it counts.
2nd and 2. Derek Carr in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Kamara. Kamara running off to the left side. Open inside the red zone on that run at about the 17 of the Jaguars. The Jaguars, if they're going to continue to be the leaders in turnovers, they need one right meow.
First they need a throw to Kamara.
Carr takes the snap, looking to pass, pressure, gets away from it, looking to pass, and just throws it away. He knew what to do in that situation, and he did it 2nd and 10. And Tyler's saying, I'm going to throw up. Oh, man. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this Thursday night football game between the Jags and the Saints. Hopefully you guys are having just as much fun as we are.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Derek Carr throws it away.
Meow, meow. All right.
You get it? Because Derek Carr threw it away.
Give it away, give it away. Yep, 2nd and 10. Derek Carr, he's got Kamara to his left side, motions to the right, takes the snap, looking to pass, going over the middle to Olave for about 8 yards.
Yeah, Kamara wide
Gonna be
open.
a 3rd and 2.
Wide open. Kamara, I hope he tells him. I was like, Ray, run that shit back.
Yeah.
Because I was open.
3rd and 2, 1 minute 13 and counting in this 4th quarter. Derek Carr in the shotgun, Kamara to his right side, 2 receivers to each side of him, takes a snap, hands it off to Kamara up the middle for a 1st down inside the hot zone. Can they get to the point of no return?
I feel like the cheerleaders on the longest yard every time they're like,
no, the dodgeball.
Yeah, the dodgeball. Dodgeball. That's what it is.
1st and goal, Derek Carr in the shotgun. Kamara to his left, takes the snap, looking to pass, going left.
Nothing.
And nothing there for Michael Thomas.
He wasn't even off of his defensive back when that ball was thrown. Like he was like about 5 yards behind where he needed to be for that to be a competitive play.
2nd and goal, 36 seconds left, and we've talked about the Saints' red zone offense being questionable here. That was the first in this red zone, and it looked rough. So they need a score. They need to tie it, man. But the red zone offense has been suspect. Let's see if Derek Carr can get it done. Maybe another touchdown at Taysom Hill. 2nd and goal on the shotgun is Derek Carr. Motions Kamara to the left. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Oh, avoids the sack. Over the middle, incomplete.
Just outside.
Ooh. Oh, no. Derek Carr's hurt. I don't know if it's the groin, if it's the right arm.
Oh, man.
He's like, I'm staying in, but he's hurt. Josh Allen off the edge.
Man, they just can't hold him. Josh Allen, man, he's a menace.
Yeah.
He really is. Like, I remember 2 years ago.
And he got hit there at the end. 3rd and goal, 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Derek Carr, and there's going to be a timeout here by the Saints.
It's a good timeout.
Because both teams still have all their timeouts. I don't know why no one's taken one yet. So,
well, I think the thinking is like for the Saints, you wanted the ideal scenario was overtime. So you want to score this taking as much time as possible. Mm-hmm. But in this situation, you're going to go for it on 4th down, and if you don't get it, then you know what I mean? You're going to have to burn all through your time. The game's over. You've taken it down so far where you might as well just go all in and call your timeouts and call good plays.
True.
Because you're not going to get the ball back by calling them defensively at this point.
And let's see if they can dial up a good play here because, again, we've said it, the red zone offense for the last 2 weeks plus this game for the first 3 quarters has been abysmal, but they've gotten a couple scores already. So let's see what they can do here. 3rd and goal, 30 seconds left. Derek Carr in the shotgun, Kamara to his left side, 2 receivers to each side of him. Takes the snap, looking to throw, looking left, wide open.
Oh,
he drops it.
He drops the game-tying touchdown.
Down, Foster Moreau just drops the touchdown pass. He was wide the fuck open.
Wide open and just couldn't catch the ball.
Wow.
Look at this. I mean, this is a perfect scenario. I mean, he didn't even have to throw it, so he had to do this. He could have thrown it, so he did this. I mean, he had that much space.
4th and goal in the shotgun. Derek Carr, last chance for the Saints to try to tie it up. Takes the snap, pressure, going deep, intercepted, no, incomplete, game over. Jags win.
No flag
Jags
on
win.
holding.
And Derek
That's
Carr.
it. The Jacksonville Jaguars win
What?
by 7 points. It didn't come easy. The Saints showed some fight, but in the end, it's Jacksonville's defense
Wow.
that gets the job done.
Wow. And Derek Carr, just like Bill said it, you thought Carr was pissed before. He is
What do you
mad
think
at
about
Moreau.
this right here? What did you think about this matchup? Brown on Chris Olave. It looked like right here, that's just good D, right?
That's just good defense. I don't think that's any sort of interference.
Is that after 5 yards, though, that because they were kind of holding each other, which complicates it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It never felt like Olave was in position to make that catch to begin with. And
Olave has had a tough day today, too, but Moreau. Oh,
that's the one, yeah. But you've seen so many times where Derek Carr has thrown the ball, like trusting his receivers will be in the right place.
Just not
and
there.
it's just not there. And you would think with the game on the line, that's the one thing they wouldn't do. You know what I mean?
That was rough. And there's Moreau just pissed that he missed the game-tying touchdown pass.
Saints will call their second timeout. I don't know why. Because it's still going to just be a third down kneel.
Yeah. Oh, Jameis did have his pads on. I didn't see that. Or is that Jameis?
I don't think he plays for the Saints.
No, he does. Jameis does.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm kidding.
Rodney, thanks for being in the chat. He said we have to fire Pete Carmichael. Why
Cheers,
the fuck
boys.
did we not run the ball? Cheers. I got water. Cheers. That was a rough one, man. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know why you don't run the ball with Kamara there.
Well, I mean, it's let's not. I'm with you, and look, you're a Saints fan, so you know better than I do. But to me, it looked like they weren't really in running position. Like they weren't on the 1 yard line or the 2 or the 3. They were backed up. What was that? The 5 or the 4 yard line? About
I think
5
right
yard
now
line.
at the 4, right where they're snapping the ball up, right around the 4. But you had 3 timeouts though. You got to run the ball there with 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I feel for you, Rodney. I know what it's like to be on the losing end every fucking week. And if that's something that you're seeing happen to you, this is a good place to watch football. We got a Bears and Broncos fan. Things haven't been
struggling, Rodney.
We've become a support system. Literally, like we started our podcast. Like my name's Kyle and I'm a Broncos fan. When did you lose hope? It took until week 5 until I was really ready to accept that we were tanking.
Oh, God. Jaguars win 31-24 after they stop a last-second touchdown effort by the Saints. Thank you, everybody. We're about to do our post-game instant reactions on this. But to everybody who was in the chat, Tyler, Bill, Liam, Steve, E-Dub, everyone who was in here, thank you so much. And for all the newcomers, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on our YouTube, on our Facebook, wherever you found us. The more subscribers, the better. I hope you guys enjoyed our commentary during Sunday Night Football. Jags beat the Saints, and that's how it goes. Kyle, I'll see you in a bit for the post-game instant reactions.
See you in 60 seconds. See ya.
See ya.